of February 2026. Ghana hon komo Ghana hon dadwene. De bia me catch you say dru ebre we no a na wo de wamanyoku ahwehwe ni wato ba bi na yaye Ghana hon adwuma. Na Ghana atumi afa ne ntoma pade afra na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama the President of the Republic. Na ebra oba baimu in 2024. Francis Yenuho. In 2024, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Eshe Bobebri Ebra Oba Baimu in the campaign Enimpu won the manifesto. Na one of the issues na Ghana fueni abre ho pa the issues of corruption. And answer Ketasesha Predream Kankai because that time na sadie Keno Furiata ene nanado danko ekufuado aparachisa hodwa wono ben no ebu man ni ade no na corruption perception index se wo hwe adwempo woni patrim se Ketasesha Predream Kankan ewo mani mu dodo a na wo hwe a na nanado danko ekufuado wono mo emodnen bo ewo ho no ewo fempa nti manfo susu se in fact corruption ewo system ni mu na me pese yekoye chikakra na yetie nsem bia in the 2024 coming up to the elections no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ekekai na mejina so abonsimfo bia no tie no kakra.
And I'll say it again, for those people who have been involved in scandals and various acts of misappropriation in this government, this MPP government, we shall investigate you and we will let the law take its course. We will hold everybody to account. And if you have abused your public trust, the people of Ghana will exact the sanction that is required. We'll investigate you and we will let the law take its course. We will hold everybody to account. And if you have abused your public trust, the people of Ghana will exact the sanction that is required.
Enti we His Excellency John Dramani Mahama in 2024 in fact Ghana for any jehu because na ye feel say corruption adoso ewo system ni mu. In fact within that same period His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on November 20 2024 pledge ye o shebo say oba establish general court ebe combat corruption. Francis Fatso Fusmame on November 20 2024 or say Mahama pledges to establish Auditor General Court to combat corruption. Na enije aba ho say oh say ne yakoba ne say yahwehwem ne ehu say corruption bi wo they said they no mo ka say misappropriation of fund nanu ya kura amanfo kotra public accounts committee eni ade ete de ko e obi kura say bi wawu kura yetua ne ka o hwe akwan ahudu bebre na no agboja be kasa yi wo se contract bi wo ho a ehu hia so mo de ma aban dada no dwumadi a wodi ye no ama ekaba ama chese ama aban we ebre enanu koko asem ye ba yi yate so wo se an no ma bi ankoso ye e wo koko sector ho eye koko board enu nti afei na ye koye nhwehwemu all these things no na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama shebo se oba ya oba establish court bia yede be ko Ketasesha Predream Kankan ne campaign muso kan so oba obebo modern wako eye saa wo mu edi sika ni nyina no ye be investigate wo mu ne akyeche wo mu na emra ene wo mu edi enye masem ono anaka and that is on the screen na enu achi no YuRiMuNsem kokobod de ba yi 1 year down the line afei ena kokobod de yede ya excuse say kokobod o ma disika anaso o ma ye o ma misappropriate kokobod enti no esi ekoye nhwehwemu ansana sika bi akodi baabi yaje ediaba. Meanwhile, the promise was that mobile ya investigations ahodo no be hyase. Na court okra ye be establish no. Ye be establish special court wa e be fight corruption. Sa court na way 1 year ni si ye ni abrese ye be corruption a sa court no e we he court be na dedicate sa ha de ye de omo a omo bo man kro no dream kankan no e de omo kogina. Me will say one of the pro NDC stations ni bi na omo chechem and attorney general the case ni kwa na a delay case bi wa the call last year May kra e besi be this time ye mfre case no judge na bu nani aguso cases ni bi wa ye delay no na yade. And I'm say this is not an excuse. Obi antimi convince me with this excuse. Obi antimi convince me with this excuse. Say, omo the case ni court no, judge ni tu sheda, o tu sheda no watwemu santi na case na delay. You can't convince me because the president of the republic aka say, oba ya oba establish court wa. Sa court ni ye be dedicated to fight corruption. Ye be dedicated ya ma sa court no edi omo yi dream asem. Enti we expect say sabrenka court bi wo ho a eno na edi sa adwuma no. Kamampani any chief justice aka sadada amienya court no a edi dwuma no. Ka within 3 months 6 months ye fa case ya ye teso anopa awia anwumre ye be adon no kra 1 week ni asa betena se any 2 months 3 months na nke ye wie cases ni bi up to now de bia ye hurre ene nama ene ya join ene ye de ko say ene ye de ko say meanwhile wo ba ban mu no you promised us say obenya special court wa ye de be di sa adwuma no ama wo mu a abo man kro mu ene wo madi akosi sen eno ametie Felix Ofosukwakye. Felix Ofosukwakye say I ena 280 cases ena aban I investigate tie no 280 cases ena aban I investigate here.
There are 280 cases ye investigate this year. 280 ya mo aha mienu ni do wotwe ena ye hwehwem ebuka ye wie ama ye de kwa ebu abon kofo mu gina court ebu so ye wi ayaye doctor ye be Fred band ye o makokoti ena ebi so hwehwemu no ekoso wahu audit we enye enope na abaye ye ba na before the IRS play see ye ka 67 billion contractors for nti ye nkotua wo ya ye ho kumo no ama da be kukumo de pe Ghana abayi na ama oswafo a ohwesika sem so nyamfa to force eye mu hwehwemu auditor gina ye audit sa audit na wonso so anso aba ni nansa oswafo ndi betudwa amwe hu dream na puare kankan kata sha before no eye.
You see 280 cases say omo aye bi mu hwehwemu kura awie, which was which one of them and they had the first case, and when was the first case completed? Da bay ne kopie court and na edi sen aye nwie. You see, near the other one was for the beba betudwa enye press conference ni hia you sa de na ya na attorney general eye no se mu finzu obi adisika se de mo ka no opposition no a na mahama nso ka no opposition so obeye special court obi di asem no a se mo ani abrese mo be fight corruption no a enka mo beji sika bi obi awi a enka court no wo honki ye ne dada afeni ebe ho press conference abe ka ho nsem akire. That is not what we need. You hear effective prosecution. Aye de beji di o ma fa afiri o man no ho. Ora na kwesi say operation recover all loot no. Enti ekoye na ada meboa. Ekoye na ada. Ba mahama yarega. Esmo NDC you remember adienti eto abama mo so okotu hotel cleaner bi. Na wo kan sa semwe. Oso hotel cleaner no say ye to abama NDC because na ye fin say we mu bodwim ketasehye predwim kankan tim baba baji ehun sika no ne de o ma wiade nyina amaye. Listen to him, majority leader. Na semo a okaye e de fa de ma Ghana fo gina so eto aba e de ma NDC aban no. Listen to his words.
Are all those thieves who stole this country's money and who saw it, still walking in the streets and having the effrontery to be saying the things that they are saying. And I was stunned that, you know, a cleaner in a hotel will confront me so frontally. And he looked me in the face and told me that, leader, we voted you people so that you will fight corruption. We want you to fight corruption. Mr. Speaker.
Enti Mama Yarega Semi or say clean and catcher and say Ghanaians voted for you, say beya mo be fight corruption. Adenti no mo a wo mo kan so wo mawiawia o man no ne ade no o mo da so nam ho a yenye wo mo hwe. Enti na say na mu twa ntro na mo kan sem keke. Ese beya Ghana fo be je di say o we mu ya kronfo. And the same thing happened in 2016. Ekufuado ba no corrupt Mahama, corrupt Hwan Mahama appointees then no de be wuram Ghana for de be wuram a eno abi na musumu ye eno so ankosi we eno abi na musumu de abeya mo be and when you look at anti-corruption politics ahodo amanyofo ne ya ne yeyin timamufuo ye de be susumu ne say number of completed prosecutions amwaye and ye di hwu omo amotimi de omo agina mbra no emembra no ene omo adi ama bi kura no sebe ye de omo akoto afiase anase sika omo afa nyina yetimi agye afiri wo mu nsem eno ne hia ye asoman enye de bia na we mu ye sei ena we mu ye sei enu nti na sei enye no ne hia yen ofin se obi abokro no a fa ni gina mbra no no enhu se mbra ne ni di eho ne ye beji wadi enye sadia na chese de wo ye nyina no ye ntro na mutwa ye Mampeni John Dramani Mama approval rate in 2025 February obeji akonya no bosumi mu pepepe Global Info Analytics Mahama's approval na around 84%. Na around 84%. Francis for 84 the enemy. Na around 84%. Mahama's approval any in February. Na yeba ya bedu September 2025 wona no. Global Info Analytics krona no. Na eswate aba bedru 67. Etre will say, Jidi Ghana for muno esote. Let me tell you if you don't know. His Excellency John Dramani Mama, etre say Jidi Ghana for muno esote. Enti etwa say uye bibi. One ashebo say special court. Where is that special court to fight corruption? Media asem tiawa. By 7th of July 2026 na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wenya 1.5 year. By 1.5 year na yentumi prosecute successfully obia wabo man krono said na mo kase krono ni dwirim adoso wa ban dada ni mu no dia. Then I will see you as a liar and an incompetent leader. By 7 July, 1.5 year, now you prosecute will be successfully in regarding corruption. Then you and your government, now somebody are pro and the big room ebeji to me. De bia na we sia e na aban dada no e na omu US ka o ma nyese akos dia na mo ye yempa nansi story bia. We are ready for action.
Oh yeah, come on.
Isra
104.5 FM. Oh yeah, come on.
Isra
104.5 FM.
Insurance 04.5 Ugusu awutie eye KuroYiMuNsem yaso abre anyway ya disika we ya fasei we ya yesei no ya bre show action se wo finso obi ya disika. That is what is necessary. Enye de bia de no yabre wow. First of all unim say papa ya wo ba ha ibedi say adwuma Russia ni just to PS fejan yehunu na ba bia wadwane akɔhye nso de o ambassador kyerɛ sɛ akwa na nkasa ne ho wonsɛm wakɔ aman ahodo so akɔyi bia ma ho nsɛm bebre nso abeba na ebranimfo nso kyerɛ sɛ yeni yene Russia any treaty yene wo mu ni adwen nhyehyɛ bia sɛ bia obi bedi bɔne wɔ ye ha na wɔkɔ a ɛso wo mu yire no de ne ba sɛ de America fo yɛ sɛ yene wo mu abrutiri kadie yɛmfa ne wo mu ni saa de ne bi yene wo mu ni saa de ne bi nti ebe yire sɛ ye betumi aka sɛ wo mu mfa ne mre ye kyekyena akye akɔyɛ nsɛm pii ye mu nkomodie no eguso a ɛkɔso na ye bema ye ni ada ye ho so kakra ehia nimdeɛ eno ntia no pay we'll begin with that na ye di mu nkomo Russia ni no won da screen so no aha saa banti we ne bedi saa adwuma no okrumu a wama ye mai kyese binum kra wo a na akoye nsem pii kyese wonu mu pie kra wo ntimi mpie na anopei ye behwe na yapemu enimde kakra nti enne nimde hu hia wo ye wura ba ko ha wa bene ewo saa no mani nyina mu anopei ye ne no ebedi nkomo kakra na yetumi ahwese ekwan ben ye befa so a saa no ma bi ben ya ye behunu ne yabɔ ye ho ban so de afrimu na atumi aboa ye sanse duru ba bi a saa no ma nyina no wo behwe no efa akon ho a na akɔ ha pa ebusua me ba yesi a na ye di nkomo Samuel Kwame cybersecurity expert ewa ha na yenhwe DNS yetimi ehunu Erado Mako, good morning.
Good morning.
Ben we ni ma me kakra. Minim se ni akọ ni nyina wodo wani adi akira hwe.
No correct.
Quickly. Yenhwe obi entintan fidie so dwumadie no se obi ben yesa ebi a yadamfo bi odipa bi a waye yi kwan ben ye befa so a ye behu se bibi saa ewo no ho a obetumi de atwa ye mfonyini anaase obetumi de aye bibi saa recording kwan ben ye befa so ye nhya se
answer me sha se me de nhya kese ba koma honorable Isham Al Hassan bra eto da she right so do new wa behu so obi ye den record o
yeah
na emum ye hwe Russia ni die ya na nyoma bebre wo ho a ebetimi ada edi pefie na nchechira akoso ama nkrofo ati omo ho ase na osa abia ye ho na de edi kan Russia ni device odidi is adwuman eye Meta, which is Facebook for glasses are modia bar
okay
AI glasses
okay
na sa AI glasses see bebre no omo wo camera okay. Yeah a woman omutimi de den recording per so obetimi capture our voice abrakra camera no sensors nenya activated
okay
na sa devices your conventional designer obi a ode ne ho awura mu bia na also oyeden o follow because okay. Enye Facebook for nkwa na
ene da so je fa nanim emaye kakra
enye Facebook for nkwa na wo sa nimde na omode ye sa glasses
okay.
no
okay
na opeso hu sa glasses bi sene esiti a obi shebia hu sa glasses na dance from your normal glasses here ye lens sene esiti eno hu a emodu
okay
kakra en kankane ne nsana so aso no emodu kakra the internet sa it is because sa glasses na ewo device aye IT device I record it be a processors my main canesa enti ama ne design ama oma ye hono kese kakra they thought to sa glasses na ewo batima ewo ho etu be hwe ne nsaba akono be hu na ye de batim bi aye den ato ho the account where thought that sa lens your mudi sa video bi we dan mfimfin on say glasses no baby e hia no e wo ye hwene so no
okay
obehwe na sa lens ne ye den e da hoketwa I thought that ho en ka say bi design keke
okay
e bi so an nsa no
ebusua dre ne Facebook ni nsua de because this is very important so hu nipa no abetumi hu say we de hye ne de ebetumi a record me to asoma me
now ne nsa ne end to end so be hu say lens camera lens ne den
okay
now sa device sound say conventional design planning ti o sha say so record here
Jeff me de ba kwa send nti
LED lighter camera na so no issue I thought that about white
right
enti issue a hu abos na glasses e show keke dey na so light onye hu sa na say twa so ye den eba
okay
now the company no follow sa designed plan now obi agya amanya agya tu na wiase agya tu mu no
okay enti ye ne da ho
say o kata so a baby LED na so no
okay
o kata so a emma camera na nye den enye adma
okay
na yesu yenimye nwan mo China for yi ebia ye bia guma en follow conventional plan no
okay
enti obo obetimi ayden akata so na emum de ese ode hye ne nso ne se ne nsa no kra no emu odudodo take ya hu ya be ma oni aba on so se ade die enye glasses keke na nipa ne yeden ehye
okay
now de ka ho ye omo ba office no mo ye recording oni ne kasa ebi wo kra ye pen
okay
na ode record o
pen na
your pen na ye camera nti me ba ya meti am ne wodi nkomo na me de me say boss o wodi onim say pen na ma fa me try den so na me record o
wow
na kwan me so na obetimi ayden I disrupt sanya ma no o ye penny na hwe na nkomo die mu no eto da obi ba won ho betoto wano na unfeel secure da ye devices bi a ye friend no radio frequency detectors
okay radio frequency detectors right
RF detectors now so RF detectors so obi wo ho a obi ba na no udi nkoma o de eso keke ebe mo hu se nipa no either so or record o because our device they recording na transmit signals
okay
and that signals is detected by these devices.
RF detectors ni be my why
these signals are detected it is a obi hye I thought that I keto obetimi ahye ho baby a ubedura udi nkomo bi ahwe se nipa na onye den on record o
okay
let down ho so because enye be campaign na obi hu de nipa na oye den okura na oye den oye
enti no say obi record wa ne bia secret camera bi recorder bi hye ni botomu a unya sa RF detector no say bia dey see office kra na say bia hye wo
botomu o dey nipa no need come activate RF detector na say signals bi ya ana brother to so ye emani bia oni be makeka na bia omoko hotel akwakoji omani me tufu say oni be ma ehia na mokoji mani last minute hotel na be ma ni di kan propose ye na sesa no catch ne so person ye den o dani wani di hwe baby foforo because bia na onim say camera secret camera say den
ebobo okay
now even where rasa hotel na person who say secret camera but bra your phone here you use ya
phone you betimi dey detect
the detective
oh sir
yes
anti abusuya bra Facebook we ni RF detectors no ye mu ahodo bebre nti bi ni smart camera detector ne sa no mani nyina nti we ni betimi detect wow and I see your phone here
now simple the udru dan ni ma dum a whole light na
oh sir
yes na so or camera
phone camera
never call around any corner of the room
oh sir
yes never first ceiling is now it sounds say a hidden camera nti e wo if a red light a toda a red camera no be chere say aha
okay
device be there eboho
wonderful
and no cry the easiest way about media then yes also apps I know it sounds say e bia mom advert into me mboso but oko Play Store ayewo apps etimi detection and message so person apps be atwe akọ either App Store or Play Store and call any unknown website and call there enkotwe ebeti am asane e de Leo widen aspire wall
Leo na ne de
e bia na more where ye dada also ebeti mi detect hidden camera but in actual sense no
na enye adwuma
sa na e de bia information hidden
oh okay wow abusia yesua de this is the very simple one cry what can say say wura dem ho adum light no na so phone camera na fa corners ni nyina hwe say no sa no mehu de wo camera nim
o mehu red light
okay
oh okay CCTV cameras say e bohan na no so wudum light and one kasa on a lighter a high suma no on a light and why then eso
okay
e produce now ɛno na bɛma o camera no bɛtia ma no detect ama hu sɛ biribi wɔ hɔ a yɛde ayɛ den yɛde asi yɛde ba bɛyɛ record ba bra me kra deɛ sɛdeɛ mede kia aka no bereberɛ amba a ma ne ɛnyɛ den ɛmba sɛ nipa no ngye ndi a ɔsɛ ha na meda mesrɛ ka kyerɛ ne sɛ wɔagye atom sɛ ɔne ni bɛkɔ a kɔ baabi foforɔ ya ɔnyɛ awɛ sɛ hɔ na ade ne bɛyɛ den wobɛkɔ onya ne ne wura dan mu hɔ a baabi a ɔkɔ bia ne nkɔ anaa baabi a wokɔ bia make sure sɛ washroom ane ne nwura ɛngya no no wɔanya kwan ayɛ den apante bibia wɔawie deɛ woyɛ bia mɛserɛw ɔbaa kata wo ho na anadwo woda hɔ a yɛambɛtwitwa pictures anyɛ den ɛngu yɛ phones bi ɛnyɛ act no kora na ɔpɛ wo naked pictures kɛkɛ kora no ɔtumi gyina so blackmail wo daakye
right
yes omanya instances I have framed just to help in investigation nkrɔfoɔ naked pictures akɔdi di cyber crime
for no
yeah ɔmo yɛ den ɔmo de frosters ya ɔmo de dupi ɔmo now onim sɛ ɔka sɛ ɔbɛ publish a ɔmo bɛ pro ama ɔdi sky yɛ den aba sɛ ɛtɔ da ɔbaa no ne bɛrima no ahyia ka bi a ɔpɛ bi ɔbɛbɔ wɔn ho onim kwan a ɔbɛfa so ɛnyɛ saa sika no yɛ den
wow
na bra onim me nka mɛsrɛ aban sɛ saa mmere a yɛn bebree nya ho nimdeɛ of these sophisticated devices anka yɛn bra sɛ yɛbɛyɛ ma nkurɔfoɔ de aba kurom ha because me nua bi ono yes
na enya very restricted
sɛ obe use kra na ɛsɛ onya ho license a obey den obe use enu ban sɛ obi anya ntika no akɔtɔ de ɛden ɛhyɛ o to ayɛ den ɛden ntina wo to sɛ wo botae papa bi a wo to a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛ ma regulation ba ho kɔ ha ne kɔgye ho approval ansa na wetimi
na nki ayɛ ne sɛ de yɛ etuo de na
sa pepepe because I dey ehun snit you
yes
ehun snit you
yeah
and also me di Cybersecurity Authority ho yaw beside di Ghana immigration ho yaw bra me ko US a yeah me digital footprint check
okay
mami ti he mami nkasa ntia President Donald Trump na he say yebema me US visa yeah mami bibiem
right
ɛyɛ den obi ya wayɛ saa adwuma sɛ deɛ woken abrante okoye bi okenya ansa na
other countries yeah
okoye bi other countries or they ato ne social media handle oba yeah man ne visa ya anya saa checks
background checks no
it tells me nkofo bebe ko mu ha boni omudi no ya anya check wo musu nti be kakrakra ne ehu de beto ye
na sɛ Aisha one new galamsey fu ekura timi be wura mu
so you see ahomete and ɛtɔ da so a me de saa futu ma honorable Sam George or your excellent minister or the oil no but I thought that communication me on to ne boase
okay
you see before so be can so be me extradite Russian you now nim kra say ye treat ye ni omu need that treat no
yeah
and yes na oton ye in a negative way to the outside community
sure
now I believe sen can you maybe wa onya result and san no be den wa be kan
sure
obi bisa ho asem I just say we are investigating we are you be can want them
sure
because I are too much you the same instance with telcos so be am ya tete network data cost so you the same instance we say omo improve omo network you the same instance with DSTV
yeah
and then Russia batazard ya ba be den abeka
yɛhwɛ cyber security law no minim sɛ yi na wo ma pass no sɛ minim sɛ wa yɛ you already the ɛkɔ so no kakra I mean we expert for cyber security mo mene yɛwura adomako or expert for cyber security mo in the next 3 minutes no saa de yɛ asi yɛmra ne mu no ma bi wo mu ɛbɛboa ya me yɛtimi asi ano kwan
ɛnyɛma wo mu ɛbɛboa me asi ano kwan ba cyber security bill na ɛba A2 hash
A2 hash okay
ye try see BC boni bia no na mmom ye hwɛ botaya saa bill ni kura na ebe wi ase saa bill na be saa be dane weapon against citizens no
okay
ye hwɛ kwan a omo be fund Cyber Security Authority
okay
o say 30% of obi biara or accredited cyber security professional ne process 30% of the process also utria Edema Cyber Security Authority. Now the question is, say institution or no be making the income through regulatory financing and also or share money or more manner because the income now is based on come before so mobilize car from or more share say.
Yeah.
Do you think say thought of be fair?
That would be a problem. Right.
I believe the government person or finances Cybersecurity Authority. Parliament should find means of giving them funds.
Okay.
It shouldn't be based on we are as a cybersecurity professional change na 30%. Now 30% and then cybersecurity authority so I am as these professionals. Me ko ji scanner ba no. Then na o de bo me ama me so ko ji scanner den. E di aba. De toso say ye be senior ransack office. Ye hear any court order.
Okay.
The question is, Honorable Sam George, and no abemu. Ochina, senior madani, minim se party nyanko opposition. But Ochina nyoma dani, na even on your communications minister, no be bura office, errands with just a claim of me suspecto. Courts behind me ain't seen hokwaya. I don't think say fair. Okay. Because it's your cybersecurity na nkasa your principles no.
Okay. Nti kamo no mo feel senka sans sign on kosoma.
Yes.
So that you can operate effectively.
Yes, because you cannot bring a law that fights against your core principles or vision.
Okay. Finally, your phone here you cray. Obi otimi de ne phone call baby. Na obi hunu nsem bia na ewo so a wa kipua bia onim say oh phone de they say nka say me de ba obi hu say ekina bi na wa huni baby. Say your phone si ye pese ye gya mu ma obi anase ebia fault aba ho ye mpese ye use bi mu a e de na ese ye
your factory reset.
Okay.
So what picky or data and what back up with data na da baby aye den your factory reset
na so me delete ni nyina
me say your factory reset mu na enclave bibia na enya mo na odi mani background
ti wo delete and shut down
right bet me afa pen drive ye delete document or so as I retrieve document na ye delete no
ma delete ni nyina.
Oh yes
sir.
Yes ti ma men chawa there on so auto hard disk say 500 giga yeah ma 500 gig ni na kakra bi catch sa kakra na ye wo botai nti ye den ye jawo ho.
Okay
enti say wo delete o ade e wo device so I can retrieve it for you.
Ma call recycling bin na call delete ni.
I not cry I know ye the dada mo.
Oh sir.
I say no any so on ye the dada mo. And into no be also on wedi boni a cybersecurity authority for on sabe can devices began what delete I don't bit me retrieve it. Oh yes. Enti ebe better say one that device and say containing something so precious me select and can to baby cry.
Okay. Yewra domako mepe time foforo na yewra other things more especially social media. How are you no? You use social media as say no maybe I did to no my see channel so na yetimi me ani ba ho ye. I think that we'll have one time be within the week na ya hwani nyina medase so pa say utumi to fam no abema yenim de especially how to detect cameras no aboa yen pa nyaminsha edase yewra domako Samuel Kwame ye cyber security expert or sanso ye data expert ye cyber security and data expert na ye ne twetwe nkomo nyame ya adoma e bi share bi ebisu nyame ba yesia.
Yes. 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 Two. Yes. This. Two. Yes.
Bra Facebook na eberhade demonstrations course near day on Galamsey issues ama abantie baako esi sojafo no pam no wafa so ahwere ne nkwa na yaka Galamsey hu nsem a manso akwasi so ama ohene na bebo ntrene se asrafo no se wono anhwe yi a chese ne won beku na de hye de a wone ebeti ayam ne hu nsem na be bibiri se ahimfu kura hin wo mugina na yentie background kakra bra na youth no demonstration no ehwese ebetum na afi yetumi etie na enya asem ketwa kra enya asem ketwa ewo ho Wei akwase so manso na enye ensem ketwa kra na PRO for Lands and Natural Resources Ministry no ewa ha na openi kabore ewa ha sei na menene ebetwetwen komo kakra Galamsey hu nsem no aye nsem bebre so hu wono ene kasade ma Lands and Natural Resources Minister Fachemi or spokesperson for the Lands and Natural Resources Minister Meka PR Campijano Akusi Mahmoud Kabore. Good morning.
Yeah bro
Bibi abokode
adom
Minister hoye
Nyame adom ora Makofi bua no hoye fra adom
Is it Ghana ana weche na chikakra
Ghana ono de onu say ejuma no say de ejuma e man do no Ghana it's rather unfortunate say ono akroya na say hwechire as environment minister you know when you have a lot of environmental conferences woman penity because apart from that almost all the time when he's in the country amani na koye o ka say ebo ni din happen utum rekaba ewura kotoko hene ho kasi na adwuma e dia ma media o nhira beka ho bi
okay
and santema ewura hira no kose and meeting me aka wo fidi kesi so abra memensi we say it's been 1 year of progressive leadership. It's been 1 year of impactful leadership. Meeting me metina hamfans ru nyina manimu kasa na nanu manimu say Gadanse to a trap. But akoko ade metimi aka ne se afenie dwumaso owura Makofi bua abo aso e hono no sentrene papa shasia efrimu ba dwuma no nsan e be talk so dia ahonfama pa ene nkodin asom Ghana for but I ba kope say ndan so da kro de nanka ensu ni nyina ni atese yiwan ekofuma mfa nsu nkobiem na kwaye no asasine dadama ya habam no mabuna nya dwuma ye na krumu ye dama sumbi so ye de aba that is owura Makofi bua buta and when him say tibia na say na nanom ne sentwerefo Ghana for tana chidie inshallah okay say obaye in Mahama 1 na a major problem in Dumso obey energy minister no the Dumso is a thing of the past
right
Mahama number 2 a major problem in Galamsey ono so dey san dey ashensa as ono dey em say nyamia sisi no so go say problem bi o man room no dey shensa be en mi oji dey say be so
right medase but first of all who say maybe or try to put forth certain restrictions on quite faso eton aban in sase.
That's right.
And and I learned over 4,000 state lands. Yatoto ebo so ayeto no kura so nyebo papa. Mame fam free ase mfiri ho. How serious is that situation? Na minister minim so on nam. Himfo na sansasi akodididi omo nsem akoye sa o hawi. Because serious. Metinam say 4,000 to mine ye ni so ade hunu ade be bibia da chenche se amanfo magin kono mo nya will mfama wo mo abusuafo ana se ede na ekoso
akọ beda se o we kai se ye to abawe amampanin de nkrata bi ba monten so senka my Ghana nsase ya ban nsase de
yeah
e fata bonto so je ton ho processes nyina enti osise na mamu wie ya Barima Kofi ba so e ho or said it's on to Bason Kubina in into sales of public lands.
Right.
Until Otiku no then deputy minister here Ura Alhaji Yusuf Sulemana a Bole Bambo MP.
Yeah.
Deputy Minister Etuano as chairman. Now between the year 2017 to 2024, you share lease application of 8,160.
8,160. Okay.
Na ehon ne beda de say the okan 4,176 there direct transactions say nje ya bind the an here to amobi Mumbai 2,799 a different regularization.
Okay.
Regularization is a ebia misusu say akwakwo yo kurobi so hene na asase bi da mantwe na mfi say na na odia na me no be kan mato wie mo hu say ya bind there.
Okay.
And she say, oh wow, we can regularize the amounts. Okay. And yeah, it's in
the okay.
And yeah, 108 land swap any PPAs and only idea about where hydrogen power. And no asantiment to muka ni dia himpa. Hey, okay. Act 1036 na a year subsection 235.
Right.
Section 235 subsection 4. Or say the assassin state institution and a state company be say be a DVL, say be a works and housing,
right?
Say be a university be. Now assassin you only have usage right. The mouse of fire and no one between the assassin.
Say be also the baby bunzu
fire bunzu and I also would be see them first dying.
Okay.
Sadrin ba say bia sabia o ntumi fa nya de kro no ntino o asase no hu hia obi o pese o de mo bufuro ko ja asase o ba bia it is not your power to do that.
Oh sir.
I was say all right o tire command minister of lands no de ko cabinet. Na cabinet digital mansana. But them say state institution do no obu mani aguso. Typical example oduru nkran ya 37 heba bia na DVL office ni si.
Yeah.
And they say o mani ko private man bia swap it. Ama odo mako hachu new office na ewo hachu no
eno no na
befa because this is a prime land
yenye ne sa so
enti koye no esitimi free ni pemu nka se me masase no a ebia ya me dia ya ban dia no afi dia me de ma ebia kabore company menene swape na kabore company akoma mi asase o ebia danyame dabi.
Okay,
you can only do that when you have express a friend is saying instruction and I say confirmation from the Minister of Lands. I don't know what you to me a free cabinet.
Right.
About sentimentum, Sassibaye wa ha, and then what tree, it was sentimentum ha. I go through sa PPA, and then land swap wa minister na only na yo hawa.
So those lands no ya na ye ne den ye gi ade na say ye ja momusa.
So and the Abasan you have to look into it. And until sa investigation in audit is of concern.
Okay.
Out of the 8,160 obi bia otimi wie in the process have onya land title.
Kafra.
Ati for vanchebe. Obi bia otimi wie process na otimi nya the land title no. You see still you be subject to value for money and process audit on case by case basis.
And not stressing.
It is same you our contact so ni kuro mu so amaya sase 30,000 Ghana cedis. And amaya sase krono ano our kotobi wo cantonment 30,000 Ghana cedis. Any adwene fa. Cantonment wo krono an so me nua peni opoma akwa kotobi $1 million. Who the auto the 30,000 Ghana cedis. Any adwene nko.
Right.
So based on prevailing market price benchmark no crab they say obi bua ma ubu ma no
fa. Nipa no ato dada kra still ye be man atua de aka na.
It doesn't matter. No ye be hwe na untumi ntua bi nka ho ye hotire afiri wonsa. Na omo omutiri nye kra omo de omo agency ase na omo nyenya title na de the recommendation of the committee a cabinet approving it say we deem all those processes all applications as cancelled.
All right.
Yeah, what Minuka say we have about 5,000 applications. I don't know, and go through. So about 5,000 public lands a year. Yeah, what did you say? No,
I miss out this question. Edintina, most of these lands, no, man for Oshimwa now utie near Eko na quite see be boarding politicians, any businessmen ya. Sebi omuna wisika ukrumu ananzo omuntimi ntue sika kese enya asase obere kura no yesi sika dia ma no kura sebe me ametiwe bi kura nka metimi ato na ye dia mani panesa because a state lands into your links na ya ne ase dia ya che dia afa no dia ne ma wo munya motivation timi yes ade no because ye dwene ho ayentiase you are citizens ye dwene ho ayentiase
oh say many of yempenifo no so munya kwanya se yensomo a omubura fi omo said there is a vast difference between position and possession. Ye do go do bibia no se hwe ho and say ye ade ama say ye wo de different enti mre ni nka so ya no mubura fi
right
na senya sa ade your mind de ade eye den na opese o fade ye wo de fade adamfo abusua nyonko de said ye wo kan
yeah
and can you come more muko baokra bona muko bie diga na meduma di bawade now so was that the value no onyakro de baba free
sure
and sometimes it's that arrogance of power no aye kanibia small little girl near Thomas as in prime area mano na ono no na mo see akohwie e wa bobra wo nkra asase also ya the amount the amount 30,000 Ghana cedis Nande Apollonians as a cry say not Trazaku. Kaswas as a cry not Trazaku. How and I'm happy.
Yeah.
So share Omanpenima and the code of ethics conduct our diamond appointees. Not even this review on recent public lands recommendations in Abanibia. Do you know so both prohibits government officials from buying public lands going forward?
Wow. That's
yeah, be come cry mra kesia tell say untumi nto abayasa if you're a public if you're a politician and say you're a public servant because unim ye na say be boa ma say no dey oba the processes are the same obi for the processes are the same but technocrat not lands commission hono na me mako within the Mahmoud Kabore spokesperson to the minister as I see sumasi who say baby dan me pe me be yi na see $50,000 masa me see spokesperson na akwa no ba o feel say $50,000 no masa go to who me mfe kura ya go to 5,000 cedis
sure
usuro obonadwuma ho bai but yes ye ntimi ntobi di a me ko obi fufuro bo okọ as Ghana ni se sheye da ho no odi ne bede odi no fa to me alhamdulillah one to me
no
akọ ba fufuro ko guru mo no go sibi na ye kama enti how but I believe in sheye di go akọ mo e bi e wonim say minister have been able to convince cabinet and ministry of finance for the first time nka afi muni na no lands commission etonton ni transaction obey nyina no
okay
or the 67% co-consolidated fund
no okay kwa buy photo
nanka buy the other things right. But he has been able to convince and they yet 100% retention
tie diskani nyina
my lands commission
wow
33% ya omudi yo omuni man dey omudi adada but 67% na buy the maye no ya dey targeted 2 projects. One, digitalization of land administration and services.
Okay.
2 the land banks are can ho asem.
Digitalization no administration no, how is it going to be?
We want to get to a point akokwa nya wan wa say ohene krubi so hene nana mo adaru ma nyemu nyina bi mo adabusu apeni bi asase ba kwa to ma nipa nwotwe.
Yeah.
But if we are able to digitalize our land services and administration, akokwa with just your phone and clicking a button, you should be able to know say coordinate your imagina so asase imagina so dey. Ya to am open that. But what I say?
Yeah.
Obi kura nya asase ni bi okwa ko registration na no ba obi ara ho sem of me nua pani me communication officer wo su bi.
Yeah.
Ni nyonku bi na wato asase wo central region. Baba wa no ko do ya say asase na ko register na obi so obeje no 6,000 Ghana cedis.
Hey,
me hear me cry say no be auto no cry is no 5,000. But digitalization with just your phone, you should be able to know all the fees and charges on your phone digitally.
Wonderful.
Which is easier and reducing the human interface and the corruption now woman. With just you can sit here and apply for your land title. Me konebra bibiri in the passport
payment online.
We do it. In fact, they are even moving to a point that what is an auto car now could be register. Can any aswan crack that baby amount and don't we any the good card about a person card the say
no crowd.
And the card is swabby be also be.
Wow.
We are getting to a point where all of these things will be doable. Like and the land bank is a very important project.
Right.
Meaning you pay your puma person your fool. Assassin of Guinea. Okoye Krabusu been in a tree or he been in a tree. By this time, Ministry of Lands, they are buying there. A work I say first is but never do any. That's who is a reserve. How can't we demarcate those areas as banks? Now, Coco person here for a front place and you feel that no, he because in case. All you need to do is to come to the Lands Commission na share what such a front place. Any agric department me pass as AB 100 hectares here full. You know why she say yakochira as no kwa ejuma. Say afi na pa abind the lease for afi. It's a way of also working to improve on our food security and also ensuring say young people can have access, especially a ma. Ma are the most vulnerable when it comes to access to land for agricultural activities. And I feel the decentralization of the Lands Commission and Kasa.
Okay.
You know, one wants to be free accommodate all the way to Kumasi. They be register Masasi.
Just say regional capitals.
Why? Mikro so no be wasasi when you fear. Na waba seno so atebubu edwira mampon wabeduru asana wabakumase be year land registration.
That's stressful.
Last year we achieved 36% decentralized, 36 district new underserved district.
Okay.
Decentralized year. This year the target is 110.
And BBA offices.
Yeah, they call district level. But I think answer by the end of this term, all 262 I guess 262 districts Okrumhano. Na Lands Commissioner share wokono. Babia.
That's
so
great.
that it gets the services gets to the doorstep of the people. Boakura ma pressure wo regional bi mu afa ho na. Omo adane ne for
Guru boys ni ade.
I
think it's a
one
good
other
initiative.
thing we observe was the Form 5.
Okay.
Akokwa, would you believe say almost every region in this country have a different Form 5? A different Form 5. I know na human discretion. Ne bi ma fa so di kakra ni na ko. They say you trim Form 5 no as it stands now it's not working. Yeah, ba review near and papa e benya one uniform Form 5.
Form 5 na ye dey.
In fact, it's also part of the forms I fill for, but the honor na even in terms of how much you are paying near the capture the most one of the most important details.
Yeah.
But that's the region be our day. You see a uniform one you be publish your website Ghana Nibia can access it. Now I fail it. Now I go through ni na ya. Then you when you know you need tax force be ensure compliance for the first time in the history of this country, a Tiba will call Public Lands Task Force.
Okay.
To more, I may say, when your title land, your council just as no, Masem task force drew a share. And they know in the country.
Almost better get Langas for no, right?
I mean, Langas is a problem why you know say between us here. But we have the more preliminary duty. Our first duty is to make sure say obi a say as we investigation we and ye free some your team aje. Obi a ne the engine no obi anko ha no. If we na say ye process we na Langas that see your how krum ha Langas those private in say Langas ho. Quite private in there no so far so but for now their mandate is to make sure say they could do be hobone so no if you more reveal no we should be able to get that land back.
I'm happy to hear all these things on lands, especially with the digitalization.
I'm saying I'm not wanting you.
I say no and no necessarily high. Now on say me bo video be crisis where I mean someone is dead and all that. Galam say no ekono see Drew saying because share nkurasi baby and now say oh I had here if you say Galamsey hotspot entinka aban ni akọhọ anka ebekọhọ na anka wo fam but amount for still wo mu didim akwakura wo your friends akwasiso say yeah and wakoto pit mu then say wo mu gusu etum amana no wo ho na wo mu say nsase no what is happening 9 months na enye effective and then we don't get it.
I go the meet my car of the case so send a medical chassis.
Yeah.
Galamsey is at 2 and 2 years. Because say 2 Galamsey I say and I'm in no more. Man funny the crab my tea for. The Mum Galamsey conform. As part of government strategies I deco Galamsey are there back kakra. The alternative. Akoko baby be anu aduane da no. Opa fa bomb to ho. Once that is a point of survival for the person, where they are besanko. And until ye say, ye in fact it truly a bank where you can hang. Okay. Nemu say the fantico diam puanona fantiba for this was until some fantibe di pumudia. At the end of the asante Nzema Gunda, it could be a so much you won't win the disc. So let's create an alternative within the mining field. Because akokwa the wako Galamsey pe akonya no 5 blade ni 4 blade wo hu 10,000 dano ono ka say alternative no ye yankopam dwom facility ne kaba on fiu ono ka chese be dia asase kodobru ne twen boso miensa on fiu right until it's better you create an alternative but this time with environmental conservation as your hallmark.
Okay.
How? Until any day responsible cooperative mining a buy.
Okay.
But my main can will feel the case admitting it on national platforms say Sanshi say no catch the kakra.
Right.
Him say bibia no the BCBia no hold so also.
Yeah.
We share the tragedy that got associated with the project of Granoa. It has its own negative repercussions on the program.
Sure.
Say ye kwako pound national project na nipa beye nwotwe en kabinche mu ya sa and my project no ko duru ba na say ababa ye busuefuo bi wo ka ho asem kura na ne ka enti yes ama a delay but in the coming days in the coming weeks we are adapting a new strategy.
Okay.
It's be difficult to mobilize these young people because they don't even believe it. Now no other community man they do honum now you can't even differentiate between an nene Galamsey. Yes, a community man the could be dear to some ranty or home in so fast. Now party painful be that it is so far. No more can cry no, they don't believe it.
Yeah.
So we're working with Minerals Commission. You see the AN say you be asasi a mineralize.
Right.
And so be a meho. Kwa be a meho ni about be a mansua. Mansua kwesi sufo. Free ne eko nyina no. Wa be hu so ugina kwa ho. Wa be hu so ugina nsubonti we hu. Wa be hu so ugina dotto we mu. Ye be chew. Obi an kwa asasi we so. Ye the somewhat ne bibia kwesi ho no. Containers near the first aid near the changing room in our corner. So once they are all able to move them down, there's believability in the project.
Yeah.
Now one day pet the Minerals Commission, Water Resource Commission, EPO, all the team back up. Register leadership, register members, the NIPO hold what kind of PPE are they supposed to use? Method no crown send you and guide you or more.
Okay.
Makes it easy.
Right.
I bet my Jumano and sabi. Baby or me will be as room the ho. A bema sa create catchwika wing and the twilight. because it's becoming very difficult for us to mobilize. Now, Monsua, Okoya, Niaba. Oh, as I see we made Nkrata Communals Commission say, me propose a kotoso, we do not more yet champion attachments as in Kentesono. This operation in the next few days, and it's government of Ghana operations.
Okay.
Into year here more be and find a kaka message Janam. Who feel say oh legitimate case I go to court.
Okay.
Nkofo being so deliberately is frustrating the process. Oko do as assessment of no den krata bi oko search na asuma si din was so adan or the proposal to not the proposal to so now ban fama what does it then I feel say odia even prospecting even prospecting here the prospecting license amount now what default to even 1 month of ground rent payment krano it's tantamount to say betimi I revoke our prospecting lease na
but these are people omufin say they have authority ebi no mo behe MPs these
Arawo 7 say in the last 8 years and the all mineralized areas in this country the growth be chefai
send na make
and over and interestingly they are so smart that yedin crophobia duabatabo mpenifo
and na making
but I mean baby adruno that cooperative mining is an antidote
right
a bit in your solve bo ba ko bit ndi akum no mamiensa
right
one youth employment when say youth are mining areas nko yes value chain is about 3 million Ghanaians. Imagine say cooperative is going to create about 2.7 million jobs.
Sure.
2, it is an antidote to everything you see galam say na no kwata because nipa no nya baabi a ahoye konkon so nsuo ni wa yi ni ho ni ebua na mana ye ni yi a onko nsuo no mu onko kwaye no mu nti kwaye ni nsuo no aye ya dadwene kese no aye se no ho nto no ani nte ensinda damu 3 even in terms of areas that large scale mining companies were AGA ne Obuasem Ranti the CA Asanko ni Tontokrum the CA I have Kenya as in Nimo the AC. It is not limited to these areas but be a mining company because you be a room Ranti no money fine but so mama and be in terms of large scale companies near the year cooperative no mu didi o mushroom now most we did even the friction between communities and large scale mining companies so it's over.
Wow.
It should contribute. Na cooperative in the coming days, operational committee, civilians, civilians, me, director of operations at the cooperative mining, and just one minerals commission person. The rest of them are military men.
Wow.
And my typical is Amoko Banda Krubu Efro Banda Wewa.
Okay.
The people that work there, about 90% of the people that work there are Ivorians.
Omenye Ghanaians.
It is our chrono person cooperative mining. You have to clear the area first. Because with the Ghana for Krako, I'm no to be seeing. And that is where military men are very important on the operational committee. Minister said, "Intino, mabunu ina no munso nchope." And I know on the 18th and 19th, and at the maiden edition of Local Content Summit, Yakobiano Takrade. Meaning, say, in terms of large scale, in terms of medium scale, in terms of small scale, even in terms of cooperative mining, Ghanaians should be invested in terms of mining contractors, suppliers, and all of that. Said the Bayazikano. Because and now whoever is investing on something na nkonu na zikani beka na rippling effect no opu my supply contract say or supply ebi a omo hauling trucks ties amomo a opu ma wi oba beto me yire board any view Afram Plains me so benya kakra koto cement wura so wa koye na just sika no nam guru but here the ma sa India ni no sa Canadian no sa Russia no e ba sa kodukurum so hunu enti na ye encourage ya kurum hamrante ni bia kakra wo mu nsem say anyway anyhow o kakra no ekuta no especially this miners mumfa mo ho nhye especially this cooperative no go yan ko fa enye science enye skyrocketing bia eye mo a mo ye no an ye gada mo se na mo mu fidi a mo de se azase no enne sam video mu fa bra nchira mo kwampa mo de ba ya kotoko hene da obeda asantema da obeda thinking say so that no pay super dey.
Sure. I think it's a great initiative. Said the Okano, idea IF na mo can say say a baby no. Mo can say the results. Paper no sweat. In fact, paper no sweat. But
I don't know. I'm the one who interviewed me in your penny Rasta.
Yeah, together.
He admitted say
improvements are back across.
Yeah, man, no mate, but I know she said the interventions being implemented. No, it's yielding positive results.
Right,
and no, by say mama continue to give more
to right.
And your people so
right.
It will coupled with active Juma. Naimos, I'm telling you, is one of the best things that has happened to us.
Okay,
yes, it's one of the best things. Now Juma be any pay, no, and 100%.
Okay,
but Naimos have proven say indeed what the professionals lead there, and it is so because Naimos is predominantly professional.
Because Naimos we know
yes
adie man ye me one sadi we I don't know whether Jeff you have it Naimos refuse a bribe no there's amount of money na nyesika ketwa I learned a yesika kese pa even bondo ba kokora da ha no nti oba Facebook Jeff an alignment mame womo ya titi bebre but this one no in fact clear now the guy was really transacting with them.
I can even show you a lot of pictures.
They insisted that they were arresting more body cameras and now one they don't phone switch.
We have cameras, we know body cameras per se, we have military media as part of the team.
Okay.
The operation we are saying who's a Hanum from their team that do the capturing.
Okay.
None of the operation we were order for us. Na ubi to car bahonum or buy 1 million Ghana cedis fresh note. 1 million Ghana cedis.
That's can it 10 billion.
10 billion. Engineer in the Muano. Nanuano. Or that's all remand or cantonment police.
Munyano.
Yeah, quite operation be or win area honor.
Okay.
I shouldn't have mentioned the area.
Anyway.
I didn't see how he be about it and now he ended them.
Martin.
It's Naimos is different. It's different. And all this morning, you're recording as exhibit. Yeah, it goes to operational plan pool.
About any can do that. Order that Facebook.
I was a cooperation. I was a cooperation. Yeah. And the same thing they see Osino. Razak. Razak is a question and Kara or P or Dinsika near the any a chino. The children also count. So now you can't say, yeah, and check. Operators in their campaigns, and this is what we meant.
Wow.
Who campaign would the agro ban na mina menkwara ni adia.
Mo
na akwe bibi oho. About as I feel na man for me a party na mse midika catch us at
Akwani scanner doors pa
119,000.
And that screen is no.
This
is serious. Yeah. Minimisa wabafie. Wabafie kakra. Na oba you know if you to say within your party more move for about a year any air corner what are the calling background
so far so very good the medical can say a government that has returned from opposition in 8 years in just 1 year cannot satisfy all party people.
Okay.
And until adum yankakra no, extend a helping hand to other people. Okay. It's the only way I bit mama buto yam and the satisfaction. Sometimes in Jessica, it's just a phone call.
Almost
sometimes just a phone call.
You finish
so say you the now only jumadi only nitemkuta hudi no na yedi jumadi for instance agogwa na mene na mozofo nam subiri kwa bretum 3 days 2 nights 3 days non-stop ofem no wanyam na obufu a no de na say ma nyame hu explain na obeka say me na memfa call but exceptional cases as much as possible let's try and pick up by so now no party I say start a reorganization On the 10th of February now it started.
Okay.
And the registration no cost. Akwenya o hosi obi o person obodo NDC ne bia no.
Wait.
Free na kopem a 30th March the obitim obodo. Na asante ana ye di emfuru she. They bia do no as a kabore. Yes, me papa entiri na kabore de free. Na me mama abra do twumwa. Listen nimpo ene eja afre Barima. No what for asini se John omufri Sakrawu no. Na ono mere bi etwam no ye nkroma chairman.
Okay.
Omufri provincial chairman who ni. Say John so be general secretary.
Okay.
But in a different political party.
Right.
And they did want to say be the ammonia somewhat here by accident. A generational genes in Ibina. I swear so. Now, Sante, ye buy you say in your penny about no routine. Alex Quaguasa for Jamie, more cameo, no more penny for ye did you a man answer someone. And never be a true name, say, Mraso said, Adrian so.
Also, no brass.
24 don't know me who say communication.
Oh, okay.
And I could call Obeje this Obeje to say about communication. So, dear, it goes where
yeah.
Sometimes it's not just about the message, it's about how you deliver the message.
Yeah.
And I was here, dear Hombrassier. Nimum, yes, such a canon of cream. A man sentiment who say between the NDC and the MPP, dear. And so, you can see the more. Ejina ho ama santem punto ne nkoso we anu ntimi fo mo hontoto sa ankomodie no I was odi ahombrase ekofom chire mu with evidence we nti na make us me feel say make me disananim say party na chairman hene wa santem antema me ekodisa
na nkwire regional communications officer. That's right. Wow. Me fantastic. Oba as a spokesperson for Lands and Natural Resources Minister, I mean maintain who asim ibia and your communication is on point mostly. Your friend here we interview we say anopay what started abedru sabre and omo matiu nyina no clear what you are doing there, policies everything is clear in terms of communication. Fantastic. But background or who's a support no so sa my wadwene nsesan bia ohwe nipa mienu miense bi na bi omotawachi ana o backing no kese kwa wase
nukre say asante ye na ye super in terms of political constituencies about 47 constituencies,
right?
Na da abas na akwenya zo onko bimu no na ye regional communication retreat.
Okay.
Na onanso so ye onko bimu I was even busy doing something. I maybe before.
Okay.
The whole room. I had communicators from 47 constituencies with deputies. Hey, and Mahmoud Kabore.
Near Budi. Wow.
And me my no ma enyetimude.
Okay.
Aye fie na kunyabeto. Whoever wishes to contest is allowed.
Sure.
But Mujidi say ye be hwe adwuma no na ye de agya wonu abetumi ayo. Bama fomu a obi bia obegina bibia na kompressium. Me frɛ omu nyina ba. Omu ye mpenifo omu ye mfefo. Nya ye abom.
Okay.
Amba mafamu which is the unlikely event.
Right.
Obi obenya so ni me na si akọ no ho akọbọ ni chidom. Amadwuma na ye but me wogidie.
Yeah.
Say ene ye to aba no a we should not get less than 75%.
Maybe around the performance in terms of communication there. I'll be surprised if I'll be very, very much surprised. But yeah, and I'll put my boy.
Communication Abbas no redeeming. I
mean, I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised if me who say ube stand tall among anybody who will come because me may surprise. But final words to Nipa ATO, assurance from the Lands and Natural Resources Ministry, and also to your party folks at Omuasi.
Mamefa akwenya sonkui na menda Ghana phone nyina ase. Ochita pa e dia tai ya so e for the past 1 year.
Okay.
A lot has been achieved but much more is ahead of us. And yen tonko so masa nkabom no entna na yen hye nuano mu a agudie tu no mdidi hu se aban nchire agufo mu agudie tu na mo ni yen hye se hawa na kwan ya ifa so tu no ade breye no ebesisa o hawo no ano kwan na yen nyina yatimi adi hu asundwe mu a emfa o hawo bia amre san hye nya yedodo no a mretia wa kai akasa e be role up fully the responsible cooperative mining obia benya biadi obia benya biaye enti mpepre wo ho amfa ho nkoto amanimu bibika adia si wo manso akwesi so woni sema ye adwuma wo amanse pen enti that is my area pa
okay
busunya bi this year na no ho aka ya mabusunya no yakọ mpihwe mu guso ekoso ba bia de to asun Yoruba bia na ebehwe na edi ato ni mu ebesere nanano mu se cooperative ibadie omuni mobuno nkasa na omunye no papa kosa kwanya wo so wetima and papa didia ade na wo so koye no bone na obi ba utumri ka koto amnam ni nyina mo na no ya na yekọ manso nyankoma se ni asare krumu 800 acres of degraded mineral area yakonu kremu nyina yedue nua enti samo ntimonka bi wakwasi so nyina ya abanya ni zo de hu ye bakọ katakata so ba yen kata so no de yentumapu no no fo say yemfa ye hu share cooperative no say be ya ye hu enko basem
okay
na me de manu si na me party for ukọ amanse ukọ jakubu adanse ko atwema ene ne mpotemu said ye hoye mining areas na sa na me party for no bi nso ye mining ne bi enu nti o ye party ni a nso ho fa ho ko kwasem because sekan ya minister kuta wo ya so ye ho na sekan no fa no enim party enim party bi oto mmanu ma wato enti ye nyina yemfa ho hye ye kra de eti ye say ya ban na aba it is easier to reach out to me than MPP ni or me enti take that advantage ni ye ya ye ma nyina ye hye yura asante kotoko ni monyam ye hye kan yura mampani John Romani ma monyam ye mfa hye nyina ye ho anyonyam sansa Ghana no enye mienu ba kope right aminchia me ndisi fo nyina no pay. We have a series of engagement. Sure. Penifo bi omna party no cover by no. Even though grounds looks good, but the obu ni yese fo obu ni die ma die se pata. To me company fo be na so akocho me se nana no mu yi. Mo fa se mo ba mo nana. Emre no so me pese me de me ho bo afore be so party. No mu shira me. Na yemu yedru na etimi yadwuma no man so nipa ne nyame ani that's bebre
but that's Muhammad Kabore no spokesperson for the Lands and Natural Resources Minister
Aguma azem ne nyina uwe o mana so yako
say brenaso ana ene won kasa
any enkancha because me ba no metina ka no ma na metene ne
and I was also
me drew kwam na me pay rubber bag black ni bitoye
na so the bed
and then meje na oba kunya kukuru ntumi no oba masa emeyi yi
ene ogugura ntumi
ben hye wote ya mewa ha nua na bibi nti wafiri ya gambo na bai enti me dey me to me rubber bag man to kesim to medium ni bi
I get one
there be medium keto say
na me dey be
tame nye kese na me nya no me dey bag but to be honest we take this opportunity na
sure
nye politics near more NDC abaso in terms of an appointment I am we are very happy say we mobi na on the radio on the kasa ye pon program I see it me gina ni ma almost 30 minutes now once in a while wo I see am man the first day I met an appointment and then me and I was very happy am so kra na kan and so kra me ba ha chekaka it me can say no bi ne ka kire ye papa no ye nuanom penifo MPP fo no se nkola ne bra mo peja o mo nhye o mani munyam ya nom de say de mom ya bregu po man ya bra ya anya oguagu na me ba bia de no mbeba me bi de ma no ntimi de me problem
na say appointment
ma no nti o mo mma me
and na do ngokrafo nyina ko bu mfie de say nru ba bia bra ne say
okay bi am ya akokra yi na but near fene say o ma ni pana kola ma kola no position ni age no from the spokesperson it tells you baby akabore bit my day
akuru sure
it's a best friend penny for but I know I can't some many ade kyerɛ sɛ ɛm sɛ afei no ɔmani aba Dr. Baumia digitalization because no digitalization and afei no wɔn sɛ Baumia digitalization but on the more serious note ɔsi hwɛminua Nuruddin hwɛminua Safoje hwɛminua a friend say Hussein and I the omdene call is it education and at
say who's Abbas
the only Abbas call the only akana woman mututi communicate patria omunyina on say at least woman akwa am yen kan kre penny 40 now we Ashanti region under 8 years a month years struggle 2012 up to 2015 position on my page union to Ashanti region when this saying on my wa iti enye obi na ye tie ba futu pejanko it tells you have a future part in here then ewo na mo de nana kwaku mansa 78 in a time position amano o se bonsu 69 in a time position na nkola itu ahwadi so mo kwa bo mu ntimi nko ono akotena wo wie na fe na no osoma kobu ebreme how nti ebesre nyame ya adom unze papa na ne hu ni bi okọ nti mo ada ho nye mama akwa de ba papa de ba bi owura de na no odi wo kwa obebo se de okọ mo ada ho mama yi na bro de bu ni pe ya bro keto a
nti o ma ka nyina de mu nsuro
oh mu da ho
o mo yi o mu ti no
ja mu da ho mama de na no mo ye tetem ye nyina ne boye hu
nti na
o ni yan penda zedi mu da ho ono wo kɔ ne de so ono tena wa wo kɔ obebo eno de me nkora me nsoso
so wo kɔ tetem
o be sibam masa we nya yi
ko be say wi ni
nti o de onfa ne o ye bia glory ni nyina no onfa nkɔ tena fie omo mba ne de ye gina akyire ne ehwema emu da ho
isi
damra omo be page digitalization mu de chese ai
Robert ene ne party wo almost emu da ho ntino betimi anya kwanya no ma dem abobo man but kakra bi on Mahmoud Kabore I think say nyina ya tena platform so yeah hunkuta ama ya communicate ama various parties na that he's one of the young guys as a manager now share esa Abbas abetwa to na Abbas if
and akokwa communication yeah you know how he speaks
what
onya botre and is only the same panel no anya careful obejo listeners onya very strategic and no can sempa okazo obo akutia so ani hu no
na ebeto obese busa dia sese no
na make akutia baby
but he's a fantastic gentleman so I wish him well and I know say Asante Mamu de nkabe ne papa mu pa de nkomma no ko no okay I Mamu should go no post I don't see why any reasonable person be able to say obe contest Mamu at this time and remember ni esa Abbas Nuruddin betwa to no omuhia obi a obetimi akuta sa momentum no a obepeja party no e de akọ enu enti mebo Mahmoud Abaso na masre enkwantente de amano na watimi akoso na party ye na power
Solomon na nenso akwaba Ashanti
na Solomon oba na akokwa wasase a ho kono no me no won to kwa
yeah about videos if it's not been fair to us
ade
yes yeah about videos o akokwa
oh ade
yeah
o de nka
who communicators be 10 about videos how we invite you
o de me no
because I heard you saying say be your one so be contest you be those you invite who invite one so many nti nya botere say ni pa nya botere I am media for ye da ya ma pa na amachi me da me ira ko se nya jajwachi o na my friend me fi dwa be dua
but
oh
the kasa
na is about solo be kobi
you have a lot of people you invite
go na say ni panin ka so be
that's
kobi
my opinion and I'm say be me nwanwa I'll be surprised
but say na akoko awuni mo bi ozo kobi
me ni mo bi
no de
enna omo a me
so wo obi na oka dia na be ka so
omo a me ni omo a
be ka se bi na so
ka se
we schedule person and I prevent for Kenya so me che obi awa
ti why never there be why never
and I'm bana ina mo nya pressure
why ya
obo evenze why me no nya no
oh
oni mi nya dia
say ni
na oni mi nya so na nya no bebrebe Dixon na
oh me no nya no okay
Abusia me ba isi ya na afi na bi wo e di no kran kan so so may respond to solo according to who can say omo ba yinti according to omo ba me show so minimum omo communicate before me per me assessment obi anya na adwen so woko enti me omo minimum omo communicate no per me assessment na make say said the or communicate no ebe me nwanwa no Debbie I'm entitled to my opinion and I have an opinion per the why no I have an opinion. Nobody can couch my opinion. Yeah. I have an opinion.
Kumasi radio so that was our problem.
Yeah.
What in the program so? But I will call election to be supporting any no but then cry for yes sir.
Yeah.
Do you know why? What in the program a panel member dada? When your position now a boss too? Yes. Yes. And it's a kabori yani na wa. It's a kabori so be kwa. I was saying right here be boss too no. Because Kukron to me or a panel member. Me crabbing in the trans is almost 2 years. Me watch on one. Yeah. Oh, now they are what can I make? But also I'm bani show no be no
obi anyone or so.
Into am ko dia
do o ma minimum o ba me no ma din komo o me no din komo a metimi aka se solo no competence ni solo can do. So that is all.
Who so long as o ko se metimi finfin. Ma on ko bi dia o se ma akukwa on ko dia be bias. Eno dia ni evangelist.
Dambo. Baby I'm going to kakra with. Baby o can say this is your opinion. Anna Omoba will show you see. I think we should be respectful of each other's opinion. And but you too so look and express your opinion without having an issue with his opinion.
Yeah.
So what I say, no opinion why express it. And if no, you are not taking it out of context. What you are trying to say is say, and people bring a basho, so you do not know say Obibeko.
But that is opinion.
Personal opinion.
Your panel members be a no more me bias. I say fair.
But definitely
you have to be biased. But say panel members see me and somebody I ain't fifi. But obi my program so the area now.
I think let's ADBSC na Mame Nkoso. I still maintain say I'm entitled to my opinion. But those that I have met them and I say I'll be surprised. I didn't say Messi will be quiet. I said I will be surprised. So that is my statement. That is all. Eti Mame Nkomenim. And they cocoa for a demonstration, cocoa farmers, and that is cocoa producer price of 1 cent. Some Ghana tomatoes for tomato hujano. The patch of Mammy. And yes, I may be a phone lines and more relaxed because na tomato traders call Burkina Faso Titao almost work with Shia and Quenchi, and they bodies no almost she and the CEO. And now almost we pray the Omaba petition ako CNE about for commissioner of special prosecutor and they near Banese Mampeni at work with Chief Justice or share no who bibiano bibi boni biani entino what watching baby is it a sign of justice delivered and I say once and sim bibiano you bidding come say a good decision wait to me obebona bazo
how the president abazo
Mamenka will say and they say oba betumi edidume bi a wache de bi a Nsroma season 8 Kumasi audition no ebe koso den the 21st ya nti ene bomode na omfa ne ho nhim na enko ye 21st February ya ene day ena wono eye na a True Vine Hotel Kumasi na audition no uye between 8 to 14 years obano abetumi amane den ho ahyem na opanyom to paade amane mfa ne ho enhyem Nsroma season 8 a new chapter AB kura ma obano enhyen hyene nso se Lavon's tomato mix one more NS Swasine den Franco Trading Enterprise Vita 3P garlic capsules and afi Kivu Nisi Pharma Syntex tank pipe any pipes eka ho bacho mama menkasa yewo Syntex tank and afi pipes no so ewo ho sanso na Ready Vitamin C yewo eye City Blood Tonic Minata Breakfast Boutique Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic and afi Standard Water one more and ebu amadwumadi nyina eba so kwansron kosukra na okusua de amano ne de top tier study abroad consult one more and de obekọ mesrofa ho bo mo pa na omo de obekọ asundwem na scholarship opportunities no so ombe bia ma SAT GRE so hwe ni nyina nso one be classes amount na afi watumi afem to be France, Spain, Germany, Malta, Australia, South Korea, UK, USA, Canada, Nina, I say one babu am wetumi akodru. Kumasi Amakumo Bank of Africa is 0260-411-847, 0260-411-847, and Crime One Medina Polyclinic Nidin Shenim 0203-592-008, Takrade, NK City Nightclub, Fija Road 0598-007-852. Social media handles Nina so. Ubehu omona bibia etumi akoso ma menhya se mfiri opomai ho opomai let's begin with you enoma esi nyina na wotwe yehwe kuku akuafo de na yahwe Burkina de esi ho de ya intimi nya tomatoes wo hainiye ene Chief Justice Modi response or the about on the petition in the next 15 minutes mamintio
yo akoko amidase menchetiefo my bassy, the Anna Toda, me am assembly members in me. You pull my tea palm my basso. Me bo Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly members in especially members be on my back. A primary electoral area assemblyman, a statesman. Dodo sana mekano be home. I call our bafu from the Juma or your name, and hockey country say, are you ready? So be soon be now. Let's sort in assembly. I go by assembly, I say, I'm ready. One real once here, and Chiro send your bay will be home. Go in by and drew baby as from set and Quano. And I could be saying out to me couldn't fear 7 o'clock. or that was sorry 12 now that what you are day a tram go up so baby Tienia statement Michiano a primary assemblyman the same thing I papa penny be about on friend Paulata so she man from Paulata so lo papa any fear conanim but who want send you see Mr. Paulata Oshima man from I think so me fin electric by that area na Mr. Paulata I just say ni problem say ni problem kese o pa am say general ya better na kra ka ho asem sa QNet as wan no say o mu chesu o mu nyina ho no ma begu ni side ono say ono so ya outskirt kakra na QNet ni ehun ni say o mu ba sa so a create criminal activities o wo mu de ni free Cote d'Ivoire bi free Nigeria no ma beka wo sika kro onya bi nto onya abonte a ti e be sre regional police commanders say yes ho no QNet for na kugu opa Oshima man from side ono e kwan no so na nse omaku Sami Jamfi esene na so asene papa that road na so nti ye be stress e monjo na ya papa no so omo Oshima man from omunim Paulata no omo so no na papa no to da be do assembly be 7:38 not yo just say ni abre honorable Paulata Michel Nyamisha Oshima man from ya adwuma na share responsibility nti omomo ano no be kosa na minia me start here free Burkina for Ekushum to be honest me toda blame ni anka ye me blame the foreign minister and the minister of national security also so adai se omo ye proactive kasem we nsi all the same ye nipa bibia betime se hwe se John your friends akoko ayo ha sisi oni say ye baha se me free akọ urine akra na mbenye obi obeka chem se urine ho nye memfa ho me ba jomboa nti ye mpanifo no person church for very long time oni say Burkina northern part on e wo security intel be na security minister no wo my point. Okay. At least as a whole security minister, they should have known this. Higher danger. I say me kai me remfida. When na me be assemblyman for na commander or me ref Jenny. O kwa that time near kwan so shepa. But we draw us honorable. Area ne there some part red. Cause that time you mention area like Dabai, Apramai, no the other crew from near here. But enti mama ni pray. Ye chichi bi ko 8 years bi ko yi ma ema bepem ne no ye coming back to green so to say why then ajo it is all your security minister na unim na umanfo kodwa na omudru barrier anase border na ye ntimi nchos ahade ehumenko abasole o ehuko nofa udu ba bia night ase ekipu mu nyina ho na police car den military alidimo because yen tell chese yenuanu flani phobia omo ayinum ebe chinipa ho eji omusika eti military be lead hard wakwa den aba a then formation and a minister of foreign affairs any security na wo omanti ama ye manfo hu a omuja omom culture asaba ye kaninya pa ma hwe od be di agro because they should have known say aha a red alert aha ehu eni kwanse ye ma ye manfo ko ya titi ya da biai Cote d'Ivoire ne yi wo ibai se o babu ane mo manfo nko entimi de ye kan nyina ye minister of defense and as national security ne foreign minister no amwa ye maame phone but henceforth unim say asama ye kan esia wi ansa na minister no be release okuja to ablakwa no na foreign minister obe release information say I say ye kunipa 8 prepare nipa afi na all information ba but now say bansa so enti mi fi say esia wi ye hwe se bi ntimi nya den ensibie minia koko for de no unim say in live media communication me wo man na me Paul masema especially tamana John His Excellency the President John Mahama no ye member of parliament na me tie no program pa me tie program because how you communicate or you're very communicator somebody like Ben Kumbo Haruna Idrisu Benjamin Nitiwood near me ntina me tie omo adom the friends a good evening Ghana omo ne Paul Adumoche it come and gina so pa no enti na Paul Adumoche there na me tie no every day especially and I'm saying good morning Ghana omo ne yenua Randy Abeso eno so na metie pa goya na me pe how me communicate a de bia nipa beti ebe pem asem ti me use obi communicate well me tai tie no follow no how he choose the words how or constructing argument they are the people na me po masem pa any ya papa your friends the owo Hamley side o MPP ni
one
Dumbo for you o de mekai edinu ya meka tuna me tie ompa na minia Randy Abbey the way ana love am a woman no me hu say baby wasi no two options either president be you know and now no be resign because o feel ba akoko ana ntina me kasa nipa me mpena sem cry ni nipa ya ma opposition no start complaining e can problems e because problems are wanting you obi free why dey aba se problems no a why be you obi Cocoa board now omo senti ye you do aba ye nim say you can resolve it you can solve that problem enti ne do akọ e bro status o kana we ayese he mo ya ma politicians no ye fed up we twasika we okofa cocoa Sydney Samoa chine and someone who can now to for bianco court and I want 1 billion sikani ye hu ba biafa. Who was the chief executive officer then? Adani enchini musani skano. Enti akukwa ya betram obiara ba we diska obiara we diska Sam Neko. We say we won't believe you again. The amoya no turning for conscience to other place. Na media may too. Randy Abbey feli because he is not listening or management I pretend he said they won't advise him. There are two options. Because we Randy Abbey other appointment chief deputy sir Mahama dia come opa kokoko experience apart from finance and administration Mr. Dapas and wino wa koko board for be you can say 20 to 20 something years koko adwuma bi bia no abetima bi abitino this our set person as o deputy now we tinya ma ba bia akosena wu failure unse bibi wom ya wa Mr. Jaba se jamba onu so koko no ma che and one am be say gatu so say bibi edin ne boarding. And these are the people they have more experience in cocoa business. Now what these deputies now koya it tells you say bibi koso. But the appointment back home akoko amwa finance and administration Mr. Emmanuel Ray Ankra Osoa omuyi no kofa Mr. Bibi Asante ba cocoa business and finance and administration on eboa he will be somebody or monitor the cocoa prices cost yen keep away yan turn way this time where the turn this time eboka yen hihye ne meton you see price ne be cost the price ne be drop on yen na oba afoforo wa hu na ohu so ade ne ye etoda amom yen fechire ne yen ka no kronchire ne ase ne o ma ekọ no enye akokwa papa no ebra me hu se yen Randy Abbey obe felie o kai se December 1st Friday of December na Farmers Day. Na so mo twe ba akire because December na be kwa to aba Saturday. It is all to Friday we have Farmers Day Friday. December no untimi nya den ento aba. Ntom de ba November 8 or so. November 8 ayeye Farmers Day o ha no. Cocoa a year ekuta farmers cocoa farmers na cocoa ne kuta Ghana. Na chief executive so you draw World Cup draw. Are you still a sports presenter or chief executive of Cocoa Board? Akoko check it. Cocoa Board chief executive Cocoa ne kuta Ghana. Ghana nyina ye your friend say Farmers Day president or so long be we fan am kwaya World Cup draw no. No ja Farmers Day wa Ghana or see me here World Cup draw. I want to be so. Aku Look at this. Oh, that very day when I'm my man is trying to deceive me. Because everyone run your way. Wake up, draw. Do I say na unko ye? Do I say na unko wake up, draw? Now ye farmers there. Ya appoint to fresh as chief executive. Na betina mi hu koko ne kuta Ghana. O se mi ko ye wake up draw. No eja hoko. Na nansi ade e bai ne hu se solo. Say His Excellency the President and start and she so be you na papa no odi anim guase be kamba. Wo kwa akohia koko fo wa koton akonwamono ne tie rubber. Hey, basa mama kam de duru anu achirim ade tie ntisa. Tie rubber insu akokwa box be enum. Hey, oh, cocoa for form. Na so obenum nsuo. Hwe akoko in politics. Some person win will be so. Involve woman who send your tie no what is ah. Around the abe. See a wo na nye a friend say Bill Clinton bano. Ti anya hwe kra wo nanan mfuo akobida. So unkobida kra no. As politician, you have to learn. Cause now you are obey a politician. President Kufuor Obama mi bi wo ahojo na former women's organizer Mrs. Dechi solo di onu Kwame Obolo mame na o restaurant wo adum ena Mrs. Dechi friend say emra na enkola asatam na epikeba na president Kufuor flag bearer na ye koy na sensuo ma aye nom no na mi nsuo na flashing na mi hu ade black bi ntimi ye say am yes em nom yanum wie bibia e kono president Kufuor no say branch tenase say ne kasan boko when you de matonka uma me de ho dance pa politics how you know ade we nkwa no we free ma obekọ anim ukọ ba bi no obi e ma onsu a o de wonnom kra fa kakra bi eden e ka wono ne fesiw na me nipa na wo hu se asa what is anyot say John ever since minim si e ko ba mre bi a ye betu solo no 2016-15 no ye ko ni we bibia si arma tomi nru. And so because no obi mau cap wo she cap no kra but open vote wo tresa on ne epe I was so num many feelings grofo so many epe now do what to use box be ne o na akodwamo no abra kokko afo we mia ne etena so kokko afo mbode ne atwitwa no nisini no ne ahyehyɛ atena so na de akonya firi akotena fu na Akufo-Addo edi bi tena kam no obetena ha solo no so mo ntiafe onu kra de oba abonti o na de odi ko afom kokko afom o na ma ne ti fom na bi timia so na de wagige tam na utwa ho kokko afom wanya de akonwa no de ko yen wa ba kwen me so dan hu se ya no akasa wa kakra akokwa no adan hu say ya no akasa kakram say papa yi e dey no person dey your mama it is a don toda unim say one gentleman me feeling papa me feeling papa masade na oh yeah akukwa oh frame ya check Ben your friend Ben frame ya chenti o ya ma say adan kra na mpa ko ba ko kan so me different Ozimi did for me phone ya active and the no call me hono reception one day. Okay. But reception one day kura me nuan ultimate to me. O this can na can Saudi ja ba ma fani sa. Agugwa enti ebe den sa ni o ma we yesi. Amba hwe papa no. Agugwa asisi a yesi yetisui. Cote d'Ivoire maintaining the price. Cote d'Ivoire maintaining old price. Ade no kokko adwuma on and off. It is here na atete so ne kwa ekaba. Also government they try so masiri. Am I maminum kakra? Many government they are 100% and correct. I thought that's why politics I see you free so eka. But situation they promise how they buy and would they announce who bet me they 65 or so. It can be a set kwa maintain the price no. Na ni pani nya GDO. No be obi the call 36 so see can say 65. Now fe dey o tiso. They say budget me ma me no me anka me say kan kakra wa ba me kwana kama kopone unza antipe kakra ma me no wo be da akọ because 36 budget is any oya no ya o ma unzo musika no o ja wo mom kakra o mu nuanom cha na de bro ma na emu odu kakra de kwaro akosire bi no I 3,600 budget na akọ na akọ 2,500 antipe be da ma obeka Joseph kan kwa wa nya bi
right
intermediate mesre say
okay
ye papa no Randy abi on sisa no nyoma
okay
onya ne te se koko because edi kan koko fo no kra wo soro ye bo mu tri so say o mu nko afo mu bi enso o mu no mu diska ne ne dia o mu kra at office to o ma konya nkra ye bo mu tri so na dia waso akonya ndia ko afo mu ope
eno nko an ha o
na minia akokwa mahama ye mfa akonya su mo na baso
okay
nkrata no wa hwemu yi pa
right
isine special prosecutor no
yeah
mama adwuma wo ye no aha na o se NDC for bona baso se mama ye adwuma
we no
oh yes because o hwe nkrata no nkrata de ye the man one hwemu ya na oh my ago ha na si wey mama nya abotre ahwe pipa no mu ye no take good decisions so and we say exams para na me makibia kana me man 110 ade no so emro 100 adwuma na fe no waye ni ye papa oh ye ka mama asem wo de edu mama abon ho modo mo na ba so minia ade no pepe hwinim enwan se ndisi aba yenyi wan aja ben oh yenyi no obi a usi enyi no ne enanso se wa wene enyamu ba bia no na nka ye obi se yenyi ni fuo isia ko se ye MBB for obi a me abuya
mo yi bi pe
aya ya dia ndene mu anu so akufo do hwem na ndene ye krada nan ne mu da ho enu de ne mu da ho na we mama ya de His Excellency sanya ikwa kama sorry nanka ma twanu puse
we twanu puse
twa puse say His Excellency John Mama wa bonu hu modern nkata no me ya so say am so for be 4 days wana
no worry I don't want na Chief Justice
this is your be taken word by word bibia because interpretation ehu wan we akire bo na solo no kutana president ahwemye wo se wa hwe pepa ni nyinam emu da ho hwinim isina no madwano special prosecutor na no madwano ba hwinim pepa no enti His Excellency the president wa hwem wa bo ho modern o se Ghana fo nyina abo na baso adwuma wani adwuma no wa ya de pa
right
enti president yen take this opportunity ni enka say John Mama o senka by now NDC fo nyina ye gathering bi na nkoma onan bibia ka ho efe by yen Ghana fo so ye de ye bo His Excellency Abasu say decision what take one of if possible crank you see award no
okay
wa hwem ye
right
hwinim
okay
hwinim
but I say hwinim solo mami nti wo nso side on it medwadifu akuri ne de aka mami ma 15 minutes na yenchio yeah
when I'm saying you have been a brother or this wife now we are one journalist and in the intro no now we just made them be creative fan but them say be a communication as uncle here now for the fetch no man let me apologize to you first because I said I'm the uneasy but you are a brother you have been a brother
I'm not worried because
no yeah what I want to say is now can me feel say be praising him he's a very nice gentleman he's a nice communicator but I said the only me say she will be cassette. Hold on, but let's let it go there.
Oh, that one. When I can't watch so we will not go there because I'm entitled to my opinion. I still stand by that. Because he's been your deputy communications officer in your party. and no, maybe.
He's
been your deputy communications officer.
But me know the intermediate. You don't know that.
Okay, I meant you.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Opoma say no more. Na me fi say. Oh dear, ever since Ubedi Omapeni, why elevated the presidency to another level? Your decision has been just excellent. Where I am there.
Yeah.
Say, Opokipo say John Mahama Shim, John Mahama Shim. Per the constitution, when you petition now, he's only a conduit, not a comma Chief Justice.
Yeah.
Not Chief Justice Shim. Chief Justice Shim, no Cassie Bibu Mian Twasra. President John Mahama, yes, the Mark Council of State, no matter Bajoko, it goes in that order. So, Casa Shirima, finito, a summer baby. The president will all refer, all refer.
Yeah.
Onyaga Shirima is a president's duty to communicate the entire so by communicating.
The friend in any tier. The friend in a
say,
say free bonsam. They are no kind. Also,
senior
Woody, president and answer ye.
Obey announced to the whole country say,
yeah,
petitioner buyer no, any merit be. And see all other petitions are aban. Say Anna, they have all been treated. Boss out just say, president's judgment and said that because my queen check and faso and friendly. That's how I know. And all they are treating all petitions, including the 25 Chief Justice one, including the Omaya for the Electoral Commission, including the Omaya for Kisigabe, including subsequent ones. But I'm excited today. Oh, say at any point in time, Obia Viso no Obia Junior, and Makunino, what you can. What my quota manager? ABN in the past, some for the bar, and conform the more opinion to so. I can't think I'll call my Pamono. Now, ABN no assassin. And to NASCO, minimum probation. But Omampeni John Dramani Muhammad, Obisi Akumianaso. Second time, his decisions has been excellent. Ni decisions, and I'm $1, I had 10 point something. No, Awagwa. Ni decisions, and I'm inflation. I had single digits. I hovered around there for so many years. Yet to be done. No, ni decisions, and I'm gradually, all the economic indicators are pointing to the positives. In all these cases, no, Papa no, Ebano say, O siege na yebi, ma boa or my Ghana or das ronko. And yes, we so another one. And the energy kakrami wo a canon. Na the America to be say, and Pennyphone more electoral commission. Or more special prosecutor's office. They have a duty to the good people of this country. They almost said, yeah, so make say, Jumana woman, a bay pepe. Me Macase, what Ghana, a democracy, ye. Electoral commission, Jumachino, are very key. And Miss Messerwom said at any point in time, there should be equal playing field for all political actors.
Yeah.
And for whom, so be wa baimo, and now and for whom, see when you are baimo. So field near transparent, they are firm, they are fair. All opportunities are given to all parties. Me a complaints that about also because that institutions over the years, party be our baimo on electoral commission for no ebo. So party now after a baimo, he sees the electoral commission as a different thing. All because omo baimo intricacy any deals be omo the electoral commission yeah brother more baimo omo free a baimo na you almost say go for somebody nya ye can almost baby until the electoral commission be you bia nya de omujidi we a clarion call ema wom so omo adwuma no be no omo ye fame no ama nti we ye fame a obi ani wudile a odum se asema se die se okoka asem che no na emfa no kwan so a enya de obeye nti every decision beba no obi adina from kan ma me we maka ma me sanka biam say hey decision on sa so kai sa ko so no sa decision ama many anje no wonder because a cardinal sin A blot in her leadership as the electoral commissioner for this country. So hi, nine young Twaba, was sad. And that decision was a political decision. And I only hope and pray. Say moving on. And near my bitches are no. Wine Beshen ye. Nama Omoju Mediano. Aye pepe.
All right.
On the issue of cocoa. Minim idea Randy Abbey. I am BP for I don't know. The hatred is too much.
Some so casado.
Or Tina no din to do. Now me titi says in a finance probably no show. Now we are there pa me pacho. For the past 4 years, I feel be a cocoa board worker. Mukebu amu amu mo careful nanti. A man engineer ko bread upon e kase. Tell mo purpose okay o kase. We you say brabeton cocoa na boa. Cocoa wo ton o to. Akoton ate wo mfa so. E di okere ndi ama no. Afi bia akwa oboka. Nti cocoa board aboka almost 7 years. Nti nyese bia na obi o ho a no ye supernatural human being bi. Ah na o mani ma ye ti a cocoa board moka. And then they say ni panini na cocoa board aboka. But change is very difficult for people to adjust. The penny be ako baby. Na niema bi akoso ache. Nipa bi aya ache. O yes o this is aya e ba pe. Say nipa no. Nipa dodo na kutia no.
Yeah.
Akomia na sam no. Papa na bekan over and over. Say they want your cocoa farm.
Yeah.
Na say the Ghana for edi ni die e ma nipa ye hupa ni bia. Ye pese ye di ni die ma no. Oh na omodi nkonwa ebre wo na me say asori e wo kromo ni nkonwa na omodi ba that is spiritual am oh I have said this for that I say me pay video
no one the coy
no
but
yes explain especially we ba say to omodi nkonwa no bre wo mo no nkonwa no had that che but who say he being the CEO of Focal Board me just say on me pese
ekrumu ofo na bia
on me pese on man dia esombo. But this discussion, people are managing him. They should have seen, say, Akonya Robert Shahon, near Deno. At least that advice should have come. And to Obia Kase, or more managing, no, or more discussion, or no, they are right to say so. And our forces say, the engagement was not only limited to one cocoa farm. We have visited a lot of cocoa farms. And this Akonya Bakono, and Robert Shahon, say, Uno Farm A. Uno from Bia, Miss Romana, make for Bia or arrogance of power, no, Mefuaso. Because the Opoka and Pepe, Okoye campaign, now Kwasabi, a Kokitum, Ubepono, no one yet your phone number now be shom. So could I quote, no could a bottle water, the Obecaben Quasamo more. Obecabiano and more over the bar. If you look at their settings, sometimes you adjust yourself. And to say you can cry, oh, cause the woman you bag more. One just now one no boss and warning.
Politicians, some could do no one do man. But no, I boy, I catch a also for who could get to. I go to get to boys. Or person must be different because some must have to, and some now can or much in every facet of our society. Right.
And so because I guess I will give the person.
Okay.
But be now the anxiety. And if I saw into a client call say Yenya Randy Besheni. But beyond that, Obaye, he's bringing a lot of reform. Mr. New Paul say as a Ghanaian ya pekasa do. And the way you say, where you say, you will Makunia, a chair say, Obia dia enya, you will fire in the vessel. And you say, Yamaka chair say, Cocoa Botaya Crano 2021. And the year you saw Abyssine, yes, I'm a catcher. 2022 year, a good pot and clay.
Yeah.
2023 year, a good pot and clay. 2024, 4 days to election. Must you give a LC letter of credit, tune of 48 million. CSN crown another cocoa youth tax. I mean, you say, do my crown. Say, I have professional negligence. So, but when you 10% must be held accountable. And tell me, there's someone penny, John Dramani Mahama. I can say, there should be forensic investigation into the affairs of Cocoa Board. Because, Mama, me odo cocoa, me papa odo cocoa. Already, Anapahasio, Achibi, and Anka, near Owa, tell more room. Maybe I say, Matomi cocoa. You say, Papa, me bought 3,600. Maybe answer no tongue for 3,600. That can be our yeah, until the Cocoa Board must be efficient and effective. None the farmer now, or no code to cocoa, no, Sabi, the answer change, no. Now, some rot no are causal for a long period of time. And don't see, and I buy when I can say, allow a man into CBO. And that cocoa board must be a profitable organization. There are two legs of it. Say, in this era, Ghana cannot continue to be an agrarian economy. Yeah, the cocoa now, you beans now, near export beans no. And then another, a cocoa, me say me chocolate, I could some chocolate back to Ano. I was told 40 Ghana cedis. I was shocked. It is cocoa, the second largest producer in this world. Yet we can't touch chocolate to be in minimum care for Ghana ha, only chocolate in the whole year. And the other now, cocoa bean, yen sacred me. Now you add value because Bebrena at Ghana din. Can you imagine a chocolate called Kwame Nkrumah? Can you imagine? See a fresh chocolate be branded no, ya branded no Kwame Nkrumah picture so. Nipa dodo atini din means of Ghana. No more send him Ghana. A leading producer of cocoa. Na cocoa the friend Kwame Nkrumah. Na uko drama so wa onye biacho. Yeah, Kasano, a yard, Benio Momo Kasano, a yard also. Because here were companies are tiny business now around. A big creative employment. You see the no very stable. I mean, some we catch you know, who know your cocoa. And no people boy or pet no the mouth at any point in time. Now, it doesn't happen that way.
Now, okay, say you were Olam or higher or Cargo or higher or other companies are more apart from CPC. They can all process. In fact, almost capacity cry about 300,000 tons. You bet me up.
Government should deliberately help them. And you don't mama say, me, is essentially John Muhammad Pa. And my wasting yet and come on now.
Yeah.
Ghana. I will say just here. Now you adding value to the cocoa beans because from other meso, the beans no up to coin ache. Not a careful na Adriano. And she say be mama brabum. Minya yente sokrano. Cocoa careful to go na brabuma. You don't see any significant change. Almost so and I had a backbone of a country. In Tia Panama Mudo cocoa. And this are buying. You will need dear Casemam. And ye team of Poda. Say best change him. In Pempe, there are hard decisions. Until I can maybe say, oh, I could say, what fascinating crew. A banner there, no, a bit maybe no, couldn't quite me and this year. Say, or man could do a beer because of a cocoa no cry a toy, yeah. And for some maybe so. The Sabre, as a communicator for the party, you communication heading. Yeah, mammy, I watch it. But I buy say, I am Pempe measures me a taking. The original price will be restored. They may then say, I feel government project say Otoko 650,000 metric tons. Menoka say, a move over 530 abedia bio. So 530,000 metric tons. A move 500,000. Over the Kajo Musica.
Yeah.
30 to 50,000 metric tons like that. I buy say, who do cocoa coma cocoa cratchy bia or catch a second one. So we depend here, a bodadano. I had 3,600 yen piamo. Emphasis. What do cocoa, coma cocoa cratchy? Cocoa cratchy G. No catcher will say, Sikani. I buy say, or the Sikanama cocoa cratchy phone. And this a woko, no cocoa catcher will say, no cocoa on what that. Now buy it as well. Catcher said there be. I buy say, what do cocoa, coma cocoa cratchy bia? Cocoa cratchy no, on 3,600 no.
Right.
No mum, and Kaboyachi. Omo afei na omo de airport. Mo na ban se wo srem mpempe. Awuhia hia kakra aba. Nyanya ya mo aban. Na yen solve problem animu ya. Empadi yanim. Ebo na kokko akuafo ya gitum. Se mo na ma so man yi mo boa o man yi. Di o man ya bedi bebiadu. Ye glory na mpo ye wotimupo se ye be ya manacho. Any kan ye bi mamo.
Right.
Esan say ye ba ye input amodi enuma. Because of see don't want the baby na form
right
fertilizer abani making choose the beba but me nka say nunti ebo na wudi okoko no my enfema impempe aya huyen aho kire kakra na aba na aban sere mo emra enche bia no koko sector no be say afa ntima perfra emra ye hwesa reforms ni ade another decision about over the weekend me na me ni koko CEO ani mpenefo atike no very much say slash ye choma ketwa no so CO de no 20% and other staff no 10%
almost and na say
workers no akaso monyitum wo mo so adabraka ye besere wo esan say obi na kodo koko ni akoton koko no na ye tua de odo koko ni ka na hu mfaso na wo ho no ye de bi atua wo a wo adwuma koko board wo se tua oka koko na ye koton no aban se adwaman so abafom nti de okodo no koko no ebu aban de ma no ye nte so na wo a wo di koko na koton ma no de yemfu akacha ma obum it also doesn't make sense nti impenifo adwene kan say enti so kaka me yeso mo so aye temporal na meboa.
No, but we can talk this way.
Yes,
say be on moral grounds.
Yes, sir.
But legally in the labor law labor act no near the labor law doesn't permit you say straightforward because there's an agreement based on say a price a cost or salary a better so it's employment na state salary they be ma so many they have every right to defend say almost salary na so almost second but on moral grounds na work say bia ehumo bromu no e bia nkomu nyina nso be den e beti ase
we moral no kwa free wa emra bia so nkyere say Ghana kokwakufo no aban so do mo hidden contract yes they are giving a guaranteed price for sanity because a guaranteed price aban ka se meto ni say who cost so
when ya kra
no also
we na se onya
entina sa afibidu na ebo no koku bo no be ye kosoro pa aban timo mu bonus na meboa also ye ko ye ne ton afidi akosoro pa ye kase ba mu say ba mu ngi say enka wo ye bonus into almost so make a say there's a guaranteed and I'm going to say difficult times require difficult decisions. Okay, but in commodity can be no poma make a commodity can say who call nipa wa manipa ni feel say nya wo ye no also be count ana meboa we na auto me kokon and na wo ka che me say awuyeyi aba kokwa take 5 from the way they awuyeyi aba enti kokon no ye nteso.
Okay.
So kasa dia na me am to kokoro hwese mo msaka so asemu aka wi anka hu kran nya asema ka twam so ba mbese hu se ade na mpa eye brichia aka ye nyina eye brichia abo
right
brichia abo nti account mesi be kambe na se wo kasa tintina wo de da wo mpini a ende kokoro hwefo no kasa guess what implement o de musika ba
koko board so we nipa kakra be 5,000 people or multitude of musika so and we running about 5 million Ghana cedis just with 20% of their salary. 10% of their salary senior staff and executive management and the CEO and the deputies or the kakrebi but we 10% no kwa over 5,000 men say 5,000 staff ayenya 5 million Ghana cedis and in 8 months utie Jeroma was ye benya be 40 million Ghana cedis which is huge money and no ye tete ho aye tete kakra kakra say ntutu susu odudu and is it not time say ye besa ahwe especially areas bi to say board NPA those say you omoje fast sabe omanko university different bia from obia
akoko uchi community
and ya den ye boka wo bebre we
community ni gini say be the pa
right
obo se mi o cheche mi teacher obi abasa opa jumai ubo cheche juba be na opa me de banya koko board banya NPA mi so mi a do get the babo no ye je di o banya
na obi a libra
so you should tell you say
or director of education
basa e ma form ni di ya double how be with me because ye dey ho me dey say it mess I just draw what about the for we so not to so say bia me no but I'm saying say a difficult time a difficult measures na ye nya ye say to collectively and together ye bo mo na yi na se dem ye na enema ye ya me dem say cocoa boy ye bo mo bonus squad at the end of the year that cinema if things are good enti yamwa ye nua randi abi o ye nipa say baby hona odifo ana say new establishment not teachma let us be would and tell him but let us also encourage him so person what they reforms eba on fembra na bibia enko now the people who are demonstrating we the politics of it free mo ayemi ni apo yando mo a wo makọ edi ni ejeta mo
awo mo ejeta
aye po yando mo a omo ano na obi na no papa bi e ka say on your money 250 so ko ye no aye ye mo man no dadwe no man adwe no embra finally on the tomato say
just a minute
Intel aye peke on say Minister for Foreign Affairs, Minister for Defense. There is a collaboration between Ghana and the Malian government. Red lines be our omuna dema because embassy there na say be say. Ye man all the time omu kodi ejaba. Na we say omu ka say omu Intel ho omu ko omu chem so high say. Omu ni what happened on that day. Ye meba busa for mo hwe ma de say yakọ. The moral lesson I wo we mu say as a country ma ye nyina ye nsi echiase na yemba hide down in shame Ghana your land is too fertile than the land in Mali. See, I did say free Ghana, so mo come Mali, I go to tools. And you know, say my Burkina Faso, sorry, Burkina Faso go to tools. Say it's on my Ghana. Me see that fertile. Now you must say, this is called desert in Soa. Only irrigation as on my year full. This issue must be discussed passionately. Say, any way a good man anymore. Me the people that are sacrifice of my life. But why should Ghana or Manya Yensa say a ye do so sa and Nanti say yam my this year? This one call desert so Nakofon to some. That's a clarion for the Ministry of Agric, Ministry of One year can win now. Yam she say a dear between my Ghana Quenino. Now we're drained to because Omukwe Burkina Muko this is on war. They have to change the money into Sefa. Many are the pressure about it so. Into your say the moral aspect in the same. How do we empower the Ghanaian farmer? Incentives because Oko Burkina Faso. Almost a year dams near you just to help the farmer. They are giving incentives. Yes, you share near my queer for no sign incentives to be. Now your mamma enter Ghana high in the journal. Oh, yes, and just here. And when you just a tuna castle, can't quench any full and if you are, yeah, Jiwo, and someone mammy for you come our client so more come across much of we ember show. It's young year, now a mere do such animal will be no. It's able.
Meda CP and this particular issue, Honorable Eric Opoku KuroYiMuNsem last year. And say on TSC you spend over 4 billion. Eko Ubima so see eko kra adiaba. But basically, I threw a question this week to him, and I may believe we say Omobe active on. I even called for investigation into the one village one dam because we should have it by now. Now, bra, Dambo.
Akokwa, Mamincha PNC Momwa Santima Mwa.
Okay.
There are certain problems you're putting across the media platform or social media with alacrity or resolve issues. That's Michelle and I make some areas challenges be or near that. Me far hobby no man who's a side issues or my resolve when I come and me bona basso. Any baby idea from so on, but I think the papa no and also check. Obama,
KJT committee, management team.
Obama,
quite apart from that,
and I think so far even our buying ministers are member who now he's the best performing minister, and if possible, Sankina wa kunya krana ke bit my minister. Irrespective of the party or power, because Anhoka or the end of Jumana, I was saying, Bonabaso.
The minister with the Yansan and Media Domino,
what a man in front of
Dr. Amoakohine Obiano, Michana and Nano Pay. Now, Akokwa. Akokwa,
Rabbit you.
Akokwa, the attendance and Sama, yeah, Kayano, say Ghana a fruit state.
Right.
Here tomato Hunsem, now cocoa board Hunsem. Look at the kind of discussion that you are having to the extent that say a parody amount for to do a smear and propaganda a demonstration, all because the politics and at the end of the day now. Farmer or take a curassano and a sofa. And all these years, over 60 years, Ghana, Yati cocoa board. Cocoa board, I do my DNA say cocoa production. All the subsidiaries are Omuya, also Omuya processing, not Omuya marketing. This day, no cocoa na ya turn in Riaba, and I send a Riabano, near the Kudram, so near cotton cocoa, no, ya cotton near Boca. Na cocoa esika was a dema cocoa farm and components have a problem. And the cocoa sector no yehu improvement be a echo. Solo made a fantastic point, and today Solo spoke as a nationalistic and a patriotic Ghanaian. And then the Broso, and then the Broso. Because I don't understand. Say ya do cocoa no. Dudu na aban aton waton sa pepepe ba ya koton ya baka ade kwa na etim nso no mun say ye wo beans o about na 150 million dollars na de akoto cocoa marketing board ete ho yentimi hu nyansa kwa e betimi afoso betimi anya sika ni absorb sa na ma we nyina no but just this challenge ba akokwa it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Enne adia obia kan ene plan ya move beyond industrialization but ene cocoa beans raw beans ya de ko adwaman so ya ko no koto ne aboka ne ka wasem ene me hu ya cocoa board ne ye yesi cocoa rose enso sa hu sa road no wo bete yesi aboka over 21 billion na cocoa akuafo no a mo start do cocoa no there is no pension ayi bi aye dia momu insurance package bi dia momu entenna no ebi feel say omun ton omu cocoa ni mfa magalamse fo no omun twangu because no menya ho mfa so dance ye beka say ye koton cocoa ye do cocoa afo inchirima cocoa scholarship o sen ke cocoa Kriani no benefit no na busu for benefit no omo tete offices akese omo tete abanuma yefo ana benefit awo sa na mo wenya entienne akokwa ede na be motivating factor makoko ni se galamse ni ba no oka se or the 50,000 and say 100,000 but on for the koko ni ma but ye we nyina no enye ye fere enye ye tan yetimi akọ omo a obeto eka about 4 billion over sober reflection as to how want to manage sector ni here mukoboka over 34 billion unamna only o frefra manfo ana mo ka KuroYiMuNsem ana mo fa mo pese mo create scenario bi na mo digu enipa bi hunfi cocoa sector no yentimi nzororeti NPP sa so yentimi nzororeti NDC me the right thing the government should have done sanka short for na bananka ababa absorb sanka ontumi ntua no one time crop on spread no enti how abanye yakom adwaman so a ebo no so abafom ana the exchange rate no eso ewo impact ewo sa adewe no enti as a cocoa farmer no aban anuso ade hunu se anase enhehye aban de ato no se ekase na aban ebo basa kana abantimi absorb kanisesi a but ye beje kana to na ye tua ne kakra na de amafon but to say ye yi sas kan de afuru so kra de na emeye cocoa ni ekabo no de enya ade ame etos mu mame because de no yaka se omomudi kan de ko ene de betua ekadada ne de amomu but obi to try your projections o and to the government's inefficiency so obetra oti cocoa board na wan the projection papa na ade this ayiwe abana obeswa akogu cocoa farmer no so dey I don't agree with them. It is the proper thing the government should have done. They say anka omube absorb sadina, but the MPP has no moral authority whatsoever to be doing press conferences and organizing people on the streets. So omunkwaya a demonstration because under you move to about 4 billion. Ube free 4.4 billion. Ube free na contribute 34 billion. It what moral authority on what moral grounds? And anka what transfer over free bisa on demonstrating. And answer oka sadun. But and them say bibia na dey politics intino. Cocoa omom ye gullible farmers omutiti baby ebukrambo nja farmers obi say also on cocoa card oyi cocoa card na ba ye ko hia MPP card ne share ni mu. Who are you trying to fool? What I say ufra ba munte do a sober reflection of what went wrong and see where sauna akwanya obetima abu omani but assistance now MPP are fairly and this is so fairly and ambassador for kwan bia so na mo de dada Ghana fo anya de beboa enti mesere Ghana fo omamu hanu ekwa fa so ye ne ma ne ma papa the structures of the country no it continues to fall. And now President Mahama legacy government the PNC na niso adi hunu ne ma papa nje papa o person odi mo mamni support na anka bebe no ma ne kore enye enti say Ghana 2028 yakoto obey MPP akoye bottom top bottom approach makoyo me enche nisi be but you share between these two political parties na party our contesting every major elections our no so political history of the People's National Convention.
All right.
And akokwa ya started registration of our membership no enti Ghana ni bia baburu bia nmbra on board no me support PNC me jiri say na nya akonya betimi restore hope you betimi restore the falling standards of this country. Yan tenase say ya cocoa board. Abra cocoa related products. You bet me a process o mamua. Now add value to your cocoa beans. Near the generated now forest a bit my ball mine. Near to say you cocoa beans and Baunim Randy Abe goof big time. Sir Solo can occur and say cocoa for company dear Kunyaman Crapadeni Kwaswaje. Whether it was a good gesture extended to him or not, there's no way to Kwaswaje. What I want to Abe will come and I'm saying your party, your dear Bear Chentino. One may ask me, and tell me what's for the MPP and this and I didn't say that before Mutero, they will not find favor with you. Okay, so what I say. So what I hope I mess it. Now, Sadia and Lucas Bisip, Uti a train and say, your bow, Nanado Danko Kufaros was so quana a community in VAT. Not air condition, Bona Bragana for bread. And two quiet, where be obeying moral rights or Babaso be defended. Okay. Yes, support to a band so obeying my papa more, my native Matumpo. But Moyania, my bonia, your best Chernia catch room. First state make a Burkina Faso. And not like assembly now. In this age and time, why should you be importing tomato? You have not been able to build canals. You build, you say, one district, one village, one dam. To the extent say, minister, sector minister, Krampoko say, Sika, Diamond, one village, one dam, and meaningful dam. But you wasted money on some of these things. Now you tell a number you no tomato. We are important to the tune of billions of Ghana citizens. They are born Mawemu, and idea yentime empower yem mabunu yese unemployment ye kosoro. So countries of Burundi, say Krampo donim farmhouses aba. And in the cities, no, you bet me I farm vegetables. You bet me.
Me brain into man.
As a Burkina tomatoes, no. And Ghana, I'm variety no modia hono. Yeah. I said, was superior to the idea. And wait,
about technology. No, hybrid, no. Hybrid, no. Nebuono adding.
Thank you.
And farmers need to. I said this week. Seedlings, no, na adding momo. Nebuodding. DPR no a complaining. Akomada one farmer bi no can say opesu dua bi nka Ghana for man beto ba ne bo ede nti aban be boa wo man yeah ba me de entos mu mame ne bo na ede Burkina for no edo ana ye kofa ba and why can't you also grow the same tomato here? Yeah. And knowledge is shared and adopted. Okay. And knowledge, you know why? Existing knowledge. So you build upon the existing knowledge. So the about which my idea will be. But to say that kind of argument in the Baunim, I kakrebu mkuku me chaso krampon. Any audit bia also muye. Okay. Na cocoa sector debt na aredo mo ya sado cocoa board with such unreasonable debt na also muye. Obia wafa kwa boneso obia wafa kwa boneso bia de cocoa board sika e de akot ese nko to kwem na so o man bra na eni nidi. We cannot continue doing some of these things and expect a different result. Okay. Definitely ebe encourage amanfo no muso akobokro no ba obi kobokro no na de jira mra no na mra ni dia. There is no way. So what you say? Because no I was just worried sir for almost menfa say 1 year the cocoa boss CEO buy almost menfa say almost a year. Okay. Na obai he's seen a lot of things in office. Sure. When we see a kokra we be laba and famra kwanso. When we see a yewe and famra kwanso. I was saying this week, do my dimatem. You see, you stay there. And these things went to me and push it forward. Say, oh, we the penny for but we sat there. Even in the midst of that, now can yet me increase prices. And other than nena fe na yebe yehu dede, I call even call for investigations. It means that na obi enye vigilant and onye proactive baby and what and yabako ni say yeah.
There's one thing I love about the current Attorney General and he may be a order to my enemy. Though people are having their misgivings, say the use of justice going slowly as a result of it. There are certain things among for experts say, oh, Abena, they don't. But Kokobot and Kaoba and Kabuhu Sanema Winan. You are not leading the sector for your own. Okay. You are leading the sector on behalf of all Ghanaians.
Right.
And idea be a one rot be a one, and then your man uncle, it is better that you make it known to the public.
Right.
So they be able to and then one yes, and a man for take advantage. So what I say. So uncle sector it should be a clear call to all the sectors. If there are any misgivings, make it available to the public, so that you know you are not ruling for yourself, you are ruling on behalf of us.
Yeah.
And I think Randy should be up and doing, and if possible, solo money buying in casa. Omuko, and if there's any means, economy in a sound fortuna, to me. Right. A kind of on the Amako farmers and they shouldn't suffer for the incompetence and inefficiencies of anybody in the helm of affairs.
Right. Robert Dambo, PNC Ashanti Regional Secretary, and out in Canona. My memory Homano Sunyan come a few minutes. Oba Yen Chiachia, Bia and Tentem, so now I can ask him now. 30 seconds 03220 83581 83582 83583 83581 83582 83583. Hello.
Akokwa.
Minia.
Patrick Inye. Ainsabu Sumope. Madoso. I thank you.
I thank you too, Patrick.
My memo MPP media patrons. Memo members. No question. Mo jiri semni ni ego. Nana Sulu kase. Abanese koku no a akrate ko no tugu ho no. Omuntu abodada na mayen. Me de maintain it. Ye wo koku no a ye twa na krawiti eno na aban ne se wo muntua bodada no na mum bushweight ne de enka ho eno na ye mu bi ye kokwa akodi mu a ye ne akanchefo ne ka o so betua bo kufro no na amaye enti se solo 18 ya o maye hu ni ye se bushweight na ye twa ruo no ka ho dia ene ye krate no mo me hame o mama me hame na tebe ma we mi kokko no da na bofu kraba entinu no wopeso wotiye yi mu enti se solo ka dia won sini pimaye hu ana won mutamu ye maye hu se akrawe tu ho na bushweight no
but my entias ye bushweight ne ne de
bushweight ne ye on tell me 64.5
okay
64
kilos no
aha ana ye wo akrawe tu no 62.5 eno akodi abayo akodi abayo bushweight no afen wo beta na kraweight di akọ ma aban ato enti no na ye mu biye koko na kodim akrafo na ka se obetia bukufo no na amaye enti se solo tiremu a ontiremu ye na nya sa akwa na me koponi mim na makwa akwade me de
but as Patrick next caller hello
awo
media
Answer. Plata, Tafuni in our black Johnson. All right, do agree. But the other Napo would be a lot of my fancy. I can see, man.
Oh, Joseph.
How the meaning no press, and then some of my blue sea. I won't be here, my Ghana. That's all the same. I said, I'm you know, mine, no, I'm chimping for not doing CD. So, a come I said this time, no, send a both sides no more, no. I know, didn't ya besle wura mahama ono a wo hu ne ma ekoso obetena so ne dikan no hu ne ma ekoso ni second time no enkia fonsem a abayi a yefiri dwam asise dodo no ade aya amanyosem no yesre no onhwe no onye bibi mfa ho no tutu na namonsi yi na ne nkrofo bi edi na chi a mo mpese na mamu ni be ya mamu no onhwe na o sa nkrofo no obehu kwa ode o mbefa so na akokoi Burkina nsensem yi a kire se yadehia kuwo hoi etigana empony for adade amokotena parliament ekwaji kan ye ko challenge mu ho kwakika wiaye bi entimfaso de be pa na de be blow mine no abreko ma we ye won sase a etimi dua ne mama ne yeyie se ne na wo ka no me se ablonsa so kura wo to abro to ne ho kura no a abro ni timi fifi ni etigana ha ni ekokran toast gene se Ghana ayeti bibia ye dibia ye kra na nyankopon am ya asase de ntisen na yeti ho mo ntimi akwadwene sa ne ma we nyina wo parliament ene nim di aba efidie na abui abkia ya yefo adana Ghana ye empeni for mo ma ye blessa
that's it my main fan next caller hello
akoko
yeah
awache
mejo su
medo adu swam
Mamaji, maybe Simon Kungo.
All right, Simon, into
Solo, and Oma, Megabo, Mina, and Penny and Sadi, or Marginal, Mokio, Copon Kiro, Omonso, Mokosum Pim, now Omonsuma, Lipi Dachi. Yamin Sawa Queen Champion Chamana, that was a will be. Now, young one said the Union about a walker. Maybe my discipline of the two equipment or more money in the hotel of war, and more money, Upoma, and then you know, one idea. Kamunkuan Kagan and Mosito. And Empire and I say a book John Yankupon from what John the Aman Mahama. No one will not do more. No one on any minister. And more marginal could have been one more. Let me say, yes, a man to us, I didn't know dinner for Edida Yamaya Moko who and Tempate. And then you need a man to get a say. Abia is always we a woman or minor Quancano, also office to be a woman. And I said, we are dreading, and also we are dreading your family, not Omano, and Quanca. Now was one back to won't be.
All right. Meda CP, my main file last caller. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Minia. Within the over free.
Coco, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Pacho Jamalani, Medodo Amazon.
Right, Jamala, ain't you?
I'm in chair the regional chairman, Anakosi, chairman to me and two. Na, and the answer. Kukuya for because in him saying Yaban, and Yaban penetrate what this Ababa, but Akobanata. Domina, who are buying a bonina, in engineer, Abanin to Nadrum will be a Merapaba, Aban better to Mamma. Now you better to say MPP for Omina Danelpia for the still be a Woku, I've been with your demonstration. The best room in another buy, Omoka and another year, one district, one warehouse. Nti omukoko na omuwa na omuhuse bua na abafom na omuton yeye omuntsisa ni na nkuku warehouse ho no mumwa no na yame ya do na dia be 2027 na 2028 bua no tumi ko be 15,000 per ton na mo de na ba because mo ba ye hu abura mo be di o man no ene mo ko tena afia na mo kata e ma ko wuye MPP for na e kata bebre so one district one billion one down nke so over that problem no so mo betena ho check ke di ye hu ne dam ba akukura mutum ye
okay
ai kwalu gudam kenon ke so over that problem e kama ko ensoran koko de bokina se mo ko tonto but what mean to me tiri ha ye hu ni ba kura wodi adam so ya anye ene amanya ho mo kata de be tere MPP koko for no mo mo ano nto ho na koko ton no ko 15,000 no mo di abana bana sama
me that's it obo yeah ko
yo ago am say memfa akonya ina mechia Isham Alasa the incoming chairman of NDC on the party the obia obia ba obia so onua me to solo zo eminu apa solo eminu amene na dabe 20 years but NDC mo MP
mate
ti mechia no na mechia na kwesi so ba ram kamese na kwesi de sapon afrim say no ke ba no call national wa ko shes
solo
ti mechia
yeah go
meza ti apola tabi
oh baby I wish I see the free
and I pray the America tre many anum be say NDC I shall say every organization you trading
right
and pray no e ba say abebe na entro atwa mawie na akon wo fi ana ye how na me den ma twere me din in fact wow person wo twere wo din se bi fa so bo twere minim edin na atwa mawie no anti ye trading obi anko ne branch no nko twere ne din media makama me sanka bi say afi regional executive so mo asante matemwa
yeah
juma so omudi e de bo party no
all right
e de party ni ba power no obia why na adwen say okọ position be bia ogina no yem so no fa number
okay
so where chairman I would do anymore in fact or a chairman excellent
chairman na kwesi
or Justice Andrews friend na kwesi in fact men dimpen fuachi but okay. Open mo pa or kasa less na o deliver more na o ye man of his word na ni tumi die no eboa ama NDC ayi akono awa sentiment mo a utimi nyi chairman na kwesi dem frame but adwuma no wanyo nkwa na ye ori na pamfo
right
tina me boss secretary make organizer make treasure make youth organizer make communication obibia that current executive woman organizer oboa yeman kumde buy no obia no e contribute in the quota
okay
it obia all ko ni position
thank you
party no enya na moa
all right
also for them ready
Solomon Anane opanyini pa wo no na Asante Mantem ha ubepie mu a wɔn a efidie badwin bɛɛ wɔn didi money nyinaa wɔhwɛ so wɔn betumi edi ne yie pa Ashanti regional manager for Gifek and Opumai Abraham Bwedi Opumai Otening assembly member Regin Shia so na MPP or MPP communications team member Robert Dambo nso by PNC Ashanti regional secretary Yedemesia nyame adoma yebesan so ehia sedan koma team ni nyinaa ye frɛ me Barima Kofi Dawson utimi frɛ me akokwa ya crowd